What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Underground Nerd Nation. And Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to ya. Happy New Year to ya.
I thought that was the happy birthday song.
Well,
It was. He just changed the other year.
No music. No music.
Nah, fuck that, man. I'm already upset. This new year done started off wrong already.
Why?
And we done lost Betty White, man. Come on, man.
It more ended
Rest-
in a
rest-
bad
rest
note,
in
but
peace to Betty
yeah.
White.
True. Rest in peace, Betty White.
Rest in peace to Betty White.
Rest in peace. Golden Girls, right?
Yep.
Absolutely.
I'm your best of a friend. This is you, Betty White. Thank you for being a friend.
Oh, is that what it is?
Travel across around and back again.
Oh, it's Smash. Sorry. My bad.
Gosh, where the hell are you?
What are you doing?
What are you
Did
doing?
he just hum mash?
You know Dash remixes everything. Everything.
I'm sorry. I didn't watch the shows. I know the melodies, but they all come run together.
We'll just call that a glitch.
The glitch.
It's an anomaly.
It's a new program.
I'm sorry.
You see the shades on them, don't you? It's obviously some type of variant.
That boy's fire.
And we just want to say, what up, YouTube? It's 2022, baby.
Guess who's back?
Back again.
Oh wait,
He's not fired.
Let's run through this real
Just
fast.
today. He's not
Real
fired.
fast.
Just today.
So-
he's not fired.
I'm Keston, aka DJ Nexus.
I'm Camden, a.k.a. Agent Smith.
I'm Adrian, aka somebody I don't know.
Wow.
That was...
And I am Mr. Dash.
What?
Okay.
I said I'm Agent Smith.
He said Dash.
No,
Mr.
but
Dash.
he was imitating Agent Smith when he said, Mr. Anderson. Yes.
Mine was better than that.
I'm just looking at him like, damn, Dash.
I'm over here copying shit. I'm taking bodies over here.
I see
Mask
you.
off. Hey.
I'm AKA
Mask off.
the two. I'm not the one.
The two.
And I'm Braylon,
means-
a.k.a.
Shit.
the
I was
That's what
about
that
to say,
means.
because I was like, wait, the Spider-Man joke makes sense for two. I was like, I don't get it.
He's just shit. That's what that means. Good job.
Well, damn.
He don't know Kung Fu.
I know Kung Fu.
But does he?
Shit. What you want to do right now? You want in front of the camera?
Fucking no crack fu.
What you want to do?
You
right
got a rock? Fukang.
What you want to do right now? You got a rock?
What are you doing?
What's he doing?
Bro,
Please don't hurt yourself.
he's in bullet time.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that looked like him too. It looked just like that, man.
He gonna text us in the morning and be like, my back.
Instantly kicking you off the Nebuchadnezzar. Off rip. It's like, nah, go back home.
Hit you with that
We're
basic
dropping
gumball.
him off somewhere in a little platform somewhere.
You can't even go to IO.
Dang.
Access denied.
Hit you with that basic gumball.
He got left his eye out.
He got
You gotta lift this.
That's right. I'm over there partying with all the people because they were partying.
Ain't nobody there.
They were there when the sex
Ain't
scene, when,
nobody there.
when people were sweating and all that.
Ain't nobody. That shit
Dirty
gone.
feet and everything.
There was a
I'm
lot of sex in that party, boy.
Like, I was in that.
At what point does a party turn into an orgy? Because it looked like
There was a lot of sweat.
there was
that's
a lot
hot.
of sweat.
Not because see, here's the thing: when a party turns into an orgy, that's when you get a rave. That's what.
Oh, so it
what a
evolved.
That's what that is.
That's all it is.
So what is it reprogrammed into during this time?
That's like a Digimon evolution, boy.
I felt kind of dirty in my seat, boy. I was. God damn.
So if people don't realize, we are talking about.
The Matrix.
Oh yeah, we just skipped that. Didn't we?
So spoilers.
Super spoiler.
Major spoilers, but at the same
Spoiler
time,
warning.
on all
given
5
plenty of time.
movies. Wait, right? Matrix.
Bro, if you ain't seen the other movies, we don't care.
It's still spoilers. You still gotta say it.
And
nah, at this point.
it's been 20 years.
Look, there's been people.
It'll
Who,
be different if it was like an obscure movie,
there's
but
still
it's,
people who
it's
haven't
the
seen.
Matrix.
There's still people who haven't seen Titanic.
And that's not our problem.
But that's an example of saying people don't see everything.
Look, not everybody's Adrian. People do watch stuff.
Damn.
The Titanic's long as hell. I don't have that long to invest into a movie.
I was wondering what he was gonna say about that.
He has not seen Titanic.
I've seen the important parts.
Oh, we really didn't see it?
I've seen how it begins, how it ends, and the middle parts.
What was the important parts in that movie?
Well, you realize that the old
The-
woman
the-
was really the young woman the whole time.
Did you just...
That was the important part of that movie.
You talking about in the car?
Yep.
I knew exactly the scene he was talking about because he described
was
it
confused. I was
completely
like-
accurately.
I was like, what is he doing? I was like, he's talking about the Darren Carr scene.
Oh, that's Ford Studebaker. They're sweaty.
What? What's the only part of the movie you remember?
Paint me. I want you to paint me.
That was the same thing. That all rising together.
You know
I
what?
know exactly.
And the
That's the
important
point.
part in that movie was how she didn't let that motherfucker ride that little
The door.
piece of plank with
And it
him.
wasn't a little door. It was
I
big
mean,
enough for the both
It was
of
big
them.
enough for both of them. I mean, seriously.
Fuck that. When she threw the diamond off the back, bro, that's a $30 million diamond. Like, what are you doing, bitch?
Oh, she did let that mug go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd have been like, you going in with it? Get my damn diamond back.
If I was Leo, I would have came back. No, you didn't throw this damn diamond away. Came out the ocean pissed off. Like, no, you didn't throw this motherfucker. Are you for real?
Yeah, bro. I
30
told that.
mil?
I mean, that's just an exaggerated number. It could be more.
Oh, it was Mo.
But see,
You
here's
see
the
how
thing,
big-
though.
You
That
see how
diamond
big?
was
Bruh.
massive.
But
Right
see,
there.
here's the thing, though. No matter how much it
Fat
costs,
dick.
we talking about back in like, what, the 50s?
The 30s.
The 30s? You know
the
how much
20s.
that mug would have been worth now?
You know, that probably killed him on the way down, seeing that thing float down.
That was...
Oh, wait, I got some eyes. You know, it's always a distance, so it's like too far away because it's going this way, and you going that way, so you just go.
I was like, she was like, what?
Did you have
Yeah.
an orgasm while
I
dropping that?
would have came back and
You
forth.
just said the same sound.
I know, that's what I'm saying with her. Like,
Did you have an orgasm?
yeah, because bitch, what? I should beat you.
I mean, I know she, had a life, did whatever, got married. Heck, yo,
No, but that's-
you
she
She
would've been
won.
set.
She won. She got
You
she
could've-
got a diamond and she got the dick. You had the rich dude. You had the poor dude. You got
And
the
she
diamond.
survived. I mean,
Exactly.
She's the ultimate
Yeah,
winner.
she winning.
She went
survived.
all the way.
all the way.
Nigga got buns and died.
You got a
in the
point.
cold, in the dark.
See, I've seen enough.
I
know
never let go,
exactly.
Jack. Bitch, you did though.
To the bottom, the nigga sunk. That's even worse. That nigga sunk to the bottom.
And people really did the. People really did like speculations and like mathematical equations that
Yeah.
he could have fit on that door.
Yeah, I remember that.
That door was raft sized, but yet for some
They could
reason,
have rode each other on that door and kept each other warm, but no, they chose.
Bitch, you better start over.
See, I could have been on that Titanic because me now would have been on there. Oh, I would have took a boat by myself. I'm like, well, this is not going well.
Kicking everybody out. Just,
Ain't nobody get on this boat.
You would have been on there because there was no black people in there. You notice there was not one black person. Steve Harvey said it in King Comedy. He was like, you notice there was no black people on that ship at all.
That's because we had already done left that motherfucker. We knew it was going down.
Well, I think,
It's over.
bro, you seen
Look.
that iceberg?
Well, I was just gonna say, black folks already done realized don't get on foreign boats going to another country.
Facts.
Yep.
Facts.
Just saying. We've been down this road before.
Last time we got on the boat,
And now you got us on a really big boat?
We going to new land.
You trying to tell me you can
Oh.
fit 2,000 of us on it? No, we're not going to America. We're going somewhere else.
Yeah, we learned our lesson.
Fool me once, shame on me.
That was pretty dark.
went to a whole nother direction.
Sorry.
The Matrix.
Off of us talking
The
about Betty
Matrix.
White and the Matrix, y'all went all the way to the Titanic.
Dash, bro.
Rabbit hole.
Those
Damn it.
Rabbit
Well,
holes.
I went down that motherfucker
Them
fast. Whoo! I went down there with no
That's
parachute.
them tangents, bro.
I had to dive like them fucking Matrix bombs.
Yo, the Matrix bombs.
That nigga said, honey,
suicide bombers.
man, honey, you okay? That nigga said, I was like, oh, maybe he's not okay.
Oh my God, there's something going on. They're Matrix bombing. What? When they explode, they just explode into freaking Matrix code.
I mean, the Swarm Protocol, that whole
It's pretty
scene
terrifying.
was extreme. It was
Especially
very
at the
extreme.
end.
So
They said lockdown swarm protocol, and everybody showed up. That was worse than when Mr. Smith took over everything.
True.
Yeah.
Because
it
at least
was.
all of them was like chill. They were just there on the sideline. Them mugs rolled up looking like they was ready.
bro, they look like World War Z.
But I'll tell you what I expected in that moment. I expected it to be all Smiths again. Like I really did. I thought that they were going to have an alliance to defeat him.
I'm gonna be real. I didn't think Smith was back. I thought he was done for.
I heard there was hints of it, like, you know, because social media just fucking has everything. And I didn't watch it for like, I think it came out on, let's say, Thursday. I watched it like 4 days later, so obviously something's gonna show out, whatever.
Let's just say Smith's program has been deleted and rewritten a few times now, and he still comes back.
He's evolved for sure.
Yeah.
But anyway, I guess we just kind of jump in the middle. Matrix wise,
So, you want to do our ratings first, and then we can just expand off that?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do
yeah,
it.
we'll do ratings
You wanna do
first.
that?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, because I got something for that.
it was really hard for me.
I tell you what, Dash. Can I just warn you though?
Go ahead.
If you rate this movie higher than Spider-Man, I'm fighting you on spot. Like I'm gonna
Fisticuffs.
I'm gonna flip this table and I'm gonna fuck you
No,
up.
it's not going to be flip this table. You watch WWE wrestling, right?
Nope. I'm gonna put it through it.
You remember what Green Goblin
Damn,
did
Kissy, you gonna
to
choke slam the
Spider-Man?
man?
You heard it.
I'm just saying. You remember that?
I'm just saying. So
Fair warning.
God
fair warning.
He's going to flip the table. I'm going to flip it back over and choke slam you through it.
All you gonna hear in the background is bing bong.
I'm a big Matrix fan. I'm a hard critic on certain stuff. You know, my hero, you know, Spider-Man. But I'm
not
a
looking
really
good.
hard critic for Matrix because I've watched them. I did research on them. I'm deep into it. It took me twice to really watch it because my first time watching, I was kind of like, the fuck is going on? I was like, ugh.
Me too.
And it was maybe, and it was because I didn't know what to expect. It's 20 years later. I just watched the last one, so I'm still kind of like hyped for, still
Action.
tied into the. It gave you the same amount of action depending on how you break it up, but I don't know what I was expecting for it. So when I watched it, I was confused because they had like different people in it and the same people in the same timeline. I'm like, what the fuck? And I understand, but don't understand. So, you know, I did my little YouTube Matrix Explains, and I listened to it, and I'm like, okay, this makes sense. I rewatched it. To get a better understanding, I'm like 7.58-ish in there. And I want to love it more because it's the Matrix. And it's so in depth. But I got to research more and find more to give a better understanding and rewatch it and see stuff I haven't seen.
Dash, I'm real proud of you right now.
Like, it's...
Anybody else very surprised by that?
No.
Really? I thought he was gonna say non. Me
No, I'm really hard.
You know, if I hadn't talked to Dash beforehand, I would have said that. But after talking to him, I was like, nah, he's not gonna go that high. Wait a minute, did you say 7.58?
Yeah,
The fuck is these two decimal places, bro?
Look.
Nobody does that.
No. He wasn't-
Toonami did that, bitch.
Hold up, wait. Just to clarify, you aren't saying like literally the number 7.58, right? You're talking about between 7.5 and 8.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you said
God.
7.58. Like,
Might
where
well
the
say-
fuck are you getting this,
That's
this
why-
numerical
You might
code
well
from?
say 7.6.
That's why I was like, I heard what Dad said, and I was like, when you said it like decimal, I was like, hold up, let's make sure we clarify to make sure we
Right.
all on the same
I-
page.
That's why
Raw Matrix
Bro, that's why
nigga.
you was fucking with me. I was like, where are you getting this number from? What are you adding and subtracting?
He said you might as well said 0.6. Just round up. What are you doing?
I was so confused. Okay.
Oh my God.
We're back. I was just so confused.
Take the tens to the ones and round it up.
got the Pythagorean theorem.
But no, if I didn't understand it and watch it, it'd probably be a lot more lower score for me from my first watch. But rewatching it and watching other ones and kind of understanding how it's trying to capture old versus new and tie in what's going with everything, I was like, okay, I see where you went. I give you a little more respect. So that's kind of where my rating is at.
So which one is it?
It's 7, I don't know. I gotta
We need a hard
you
number.
you stopped me. I was rewatching before we got here, and I need to finish it. So that's why I'm like right there. If I got to finish it, I had like 30 more minutes left.
So you trying to watch it again to get a decisive
He's
rating.
already watched it.
Yeah, I did a speed watch because we was like, yeah, we're meeting at 6, and then we didn't meet at 6. We had 8, and I was like, okay, cool. I got another fucking hour. Oh, this part's kind of slow. Rewind. Oh, you fucked that nigga up. Rewind. Oh, this is the deep shit right here. I didn't know about this shit right here. Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Oh, the rewind. You mean fast forward?
Oh yeah. Fast forward.
I was kind of confused myself.
Well, why did you
I was
fix
like,
it,
wait.
bitch? Why did you
Dude
say something?
watching the movie in reverse. I was like, really? Is that how he does it?
That's what I was thinking. So I was like,
7.58, so I was like, I'm out of this equation.
but I was confused. So I was like, wait, you watched it from the end? And I was like, hold up.
He said,
Okay.
for me to understand the
Yeah,
Matrix,
that's what I
must
thought.
be the Matrix. I must watch it forward and reverse.
Bullet time.
Start in the middle and work my way back.
He is seeing code.
Yo.
I was about to say, I thought you had got like something from off of YouTube videos, like you need to watch it in reverse.
You know-
and then you will understand it.
I would have put
Are
that in the
you
group chat
unplugged?
immediately. Yo, bruh.
you
I saw some
unplugged?
shit.
It's like, are you unplugged?
You know,
Free?
would you take the red pill or blue pill?
Well, hold on. We need the ratings first, then we'll get into that.
I want to
Okay.
know. Okay, yeah.
Let's do our ratings first, then we'll get into that.
Okay.
You, bro? Because I know you called me with some very strong words.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear your score.
I gave it a 5.
Really? That's it? Because the way you was talking, nigga, I was expecting like a 3.
I mean,
3.5.
I mean, as a Rotten Tomatoes rating, I was wanting to give it an 8.
What did Rotten
honestly.
Tomato give it?
They gave it a 6 point. I mean, a
They gave it a
63.
60, didn't he?
I think it was a 63.
Yeah.
What did the audience give it?
I didn't look at that.
I think the audience gave it a lower score.
But what, as you said, what age group you gave it a lower score? That's a major.
Okay, so yeah, Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 65, and
63% of Google users.
audience gave it a 64.
You're trying to tell me for the first time in history that people in Rotten Tomatoes agree?
I'm a little surprised too.
Agree with who exactly? The general public? That's who we're basing this on, not us.
I don't know.
What are you scoring it?
You gave it a 5?
Before you finish though,
God damn, that's low.
my other reason for my higher score is you kind of convinced me when I talked to you a little bit and the way you understood the story. I was like, well, damn, Cameron sees that way. Let me go deeper with this shit. It was like, oh, okay. Okay. So you kind of helped me with that more than that.
So I just want to put this on record that this is the first time me and bro has ever disagreed on a movie. Ever.
Interesting.
Okay.
I
Like,
can't wait.
that's how decisive this shit is.
I can't wait to hear your opinions.
So, I mean, I gave it an 8.5.
Okay.
You just hired me? God damn.
Like I told you, I enjoyed the movie for what it's worth, and I enjoyed parts of it, and I didn't have to go back and watch it the second time to understood what was going on for whatever reason. I don't know. It was just clicking when I was watching. I was like, oh. And so that's, I don't know, because even though it's been a long time since I've seen the very first 3 Matrix movies, I knew the bits and pieces that they were talking about, but I just understood the movie more for the trajectory that they were going with. Because I watched a video before y'all got here. There's a lot more deeper meaning, which now makes me more appreciate the movie. But I don't know.
But does
Maybe
the
I'm on
deeper meaning mean that what we're supposed to watch is better just because there's a deeper meaning?
Well, I didn't know that they really went in depth with it's on because I'm a big fan of Black Mirror. I think Black Mirror is a fantastic show on Netflix. And if y'all ain't seen it, please watch
I
it.
heard that was good. I did hear that was good.
It's fucking phenomenal.
Okay.
But so this gave me that Black Mirror effect. like how they're using today's technology in the movie.
And I respect that too. Dude,
Like they're up with the times because even back then, the first Matrix made what 99.
yeah.
I think so. It was either 99 or early 2000.
It's
Like
not-
real
it's-
early
it's not-
2000.
Yeah, it was so. And what was we on? Dial up. How was they able to get into the Matrix? Through a telephone.
Yeah.
Right.
Everything was through dial up. Now, how are they able to get to the Matrix? Through a mirror, which they're comparing the mirror to our phone screens and what we're constantly on every day.
Yep.
That's our connection to the web, to
But
the
they
Matrix.
But it would have made more sense if they just used a phone and not have to find a mirror
There's no
person
reason to.
sign in a hotel room.
But there's no reason for a phone no more. Because you don't need a phone to jack into the internet now.
Anything's a mirror. The phone's convenient. They have a phone there because everybody has a phone on them. But you literally, you saw them go through a mirror because it's still a reflection.
It's a because everything is
That's a reach.
It's a reflect. Everything's a reflect.
Well, yeah.
That's what it is.
But Windows reflect. They ain't come
Couldn't
through
they
a
go through
window.
windows?
They
though?
did when they
was about to say they
when
went through a
when
window.
they fell to the window and fell down when her and Morpheus, when Bunny and Morpheus jumped in the window, they went to the Matrix.
They did.
They fell into the Matrix.
Yeah, they went through a window on the first.
I thought that was a
Tom.
doorway.
No, it was a window.
It was a window. He was like through the window.
They went through a
When
door.
they were
to-
in
They fell straight
Neo's
through a window.
apartment.
That was say they went through a door to get to Neo's apartment, but when Morpheus and Bugs got out of the Matrix, when they was getting back to the ship, the real world,
Yeah.
they jumped through a window.
He jumped straight through a window. Remember, 'cause they were running. They were running.
They were
from
running
being
down the
shot at,
hallway and they jumped through the
and
window.
they jumped straight through a window.
and hit the portal.
So yeah, so I mean, and plus I just love Keanu Reeves. I think anything he touches is fucking gold. So maybe I'm a little biased, but I give it an 8.5.
Speed.
I like it. I like the movie. I thought it was good.
It was good. Like I said, when I get done watching the second time, my score will go up because like it goes so deep. It goes so deep that you have the movie, you have an Animatrix, you have the game. Fucking
Yeah.
Ending the Matrix Online is still tied into that. Like if I didn't fucking know that. I thought that was just a game, just play the game. Like that, the Path of Neo is still part of it. The whole Agent White and all that good stuff. Like they thought that in depth to the point like you kind of second guess yourself. Like they did a good job because even in real life, you think that like, is this really the real world or are we jacked in? Because we don't know. Like they say what's going on literally right now, and you kind of think like,
Yeah, because like I said before, you ever been up all night, can't sleep, and you think about it, what if everybody's connected to the dream world and the server's too crowded and you just can't connect right now? Mm-hmm. Make you think about stuff like that.
it does.
But I'm going to save my opinions for the movie when we get into it. Let's get to Adrian and Keston's rating.
Oh yeah, we just get them. Sorry.
You go ahead, Adrian.
Uh-oh.
I mean, I'm not gonna be Braylon bad, but I'm a ride it like a 6.
Pause. The fuck you doing?
What you mean? What am I doing?
You said ride it like a 6. No, baby. I'm just fucking with you. I'm sorry. I had to treat you like Dash.
there were some problems with the whole aspect.
You probably had the same problems I had.
Yeah, more than likely. There was a lot of issues. There were some things that were super abrupt, and then there were some other things that didn't possibly make sense. So we'll get into that, I'm sure.
Okay, I want to preface this by saying I had to watch the movie twice because the first time I
High
watched
five,
it,
twice team. Black Squad.
I don't have
The
time.
well, see, and what I think the issue is that because you watched all the movies before you watched Resurrections, right? I did too. So I think because I came off of those movies and jumped straight into Resurrections, I think it hit me different.
No.
Exactly. It hits
Nope,
differently.
nope.
It does.
I also watched all the movies and it did not hit me. Well, no,
but
it
see-
did hit me different, but not in a good way.
But I don't think you research. Like I researched.
But I was about to say
like,
you haven't been into the Matrix though. Like I was rewatching the movies because I love the movies.
I'm the same way too.
I rewatched the movies. I had seen the first two, but I'd never seen the Animatrix or Revolutions or the newest one. So there were 3 new things I had to watch. But still,
No.
it's just this last one. It it felt flat in the middle, and then it shot it. Man, it Hail Married that ending
Well, I would say the first time I watched it, I was about to give it a 5.
because the receiver did not catch that ball.
The second time though, I rated it a 7.
It gets better because you have to go. Because I mean, think about
Leave
it.
them hanging.
Appreciate that.
Think about it. It gets so in depth, like because when I get in depth, I get in depth. It even got so in depth when in the first Matrix when they said like how the Cypher get into the Matrix without nobody knowing. He was like somebody had to work with him to get him to the Matrix without getting caught. Who would work with him? You didn't think about who was working with Cypher to get him in the Matrix to talk to Agent Smith. Like that was way beyond. Then you find out the person that might be was Mouse because he was the one who did the lady in the red dress. How he wished he was back in the world too. So by Cypher talking to Agent Smith, he was working for both of them to get back. But obviously he betrayed Mouse, so there wouldn't be any trails. But obviously Cypher died too. But it gets that in depth. Like you would have thought that there was somebody else that actually helped him get into it. And then when you think about it, it makes sense. When fucking Neo walked in on him and he got scared, it's because fucking Neo walked on him. So he quickly goes to the screen and changes that because he was talking to Agent Smith on the screen. But Neo couldn't read the code yet because he had just, got there. Like, you don't think about shit like how deep that shit goes. I was like, the fuck, that makes sense.
Well, the fact that these people can actually read those codes is insane. They're like, oh, there's something going on here. It's just the same shit to me. But I'm not plugged in. Well, I'm not plugged out. Let's just say that.
But are we?
Unplugged.
Or are we not?
Well, see, that's the one thing I want to say about The Matrix. This movie's a fictional movie. Let's just put that way.
just so you
It's a
know, for the
fictional
audience.
But you got people really thinking like,
But I mean, a
am
lot
I
of
really
it.
plugged in? Am I not plugged?
But
Like,
can you prove it? But can
that's
you
the thing
prove it
about the
not,
movie,
though?
though. I think that's why the Matrix got such a cult following because it'll make you think about that stuff. Like the experience of deja vu. Everybody's experienced deja
is
vu,
real.
and you really don't know why you experience deja vu. But the Matrix movie gives an answer. And you're like, The same way with ghosts and stuff, ghosts and werewolves, the legends that we've heard over the years.
We see those.
Like who? Because it makes you think. Like for example, in the Matrix Reloaded, like the Merovingian. Is that how you say his name?
Mm-hmm.
Like all of his posse is basically like old code from an old world. Like when his girlfriend,
The Sons.
no, the girl that betrayed him. I forget her name.
I need to talk about. Yeah, I can't remember her name.
Shoot, I wish I could remember her name. But her name Persephone. Was that it?
We're gonna say yes. 'cause
Okay.
I don't know.
I think her name was Persephone, but I looked up her name and she's like an old goddess. Like from the old world.
Oh shit.
And like the Asian dude that was protecting the Oracle.
Seth,
I think it's Seraph.
Yeah, Seraph.
Yeah, Seraph.
Seraph is an angel.
Yeah, he's a wingless.
Like he's
angel.
in biblical, I think it's a 6-wing angel.
He's wingless now because he.
Oh,
got,
okay, yeah.
But
But
he's
he's
Gil from Street Fighter, boy. Just had chills go down my back.
that's crazy you say that because there's a lot of biblical references. Zion,
It is.
but that's what I'm saying.
Io was referenced
I
in
think
the
that-
Bible.
They say Neo was God because in the scene that you mentioned about the whole why they always say from miracle in Christ and all that because Neo brings miracles.
Yeah.
So yeah, they put a lot of biblical stuff.
and I mean,
What movie
and-
was it? It was the second movie where they were all giving Neo like offerings.
Gifts, yeah.
Yeah.
They were
I mean,
bringing stuff to his doorway and just leaving
The
stuff.
ship, the Nebuchadnezzar, it's in the Bible.
Yeah, but I mean, but that's what I'm talking about. The movie references a bunch of old text and legends that it makes you think, oh well, shoot, that actually makes sense when you think about it from that perspective. Because like when the chick, when Persephone went into the office and killed the one guy and told the other guy, "Go tell my husband what I did, or otherwise you'll die too."
Yep.
You notice you reference silver bullets
Yeah, she did.
because silver bullets kills werewolves.
Yep.
And she said that the two dudes are hard to kill unless you have silver bullets. So, and the two dudes that turn into ghosts,
The
like
twins.
the twins, like you just look at all this stuff and you start putting things together. It's like, oh, we're talking about old legends.
Which they say they're the ones in the nightmare realm. They're technically the one in that realm.
But these are legends that the sentience, the machines have implemented into the Matrix because of old tales.
Yeah.
To make it.
Well, no, the ones that are in the second movie, those are exiles. So technically, they were supposed to be deleted, but they didn't get deleted because of the Merovingian.
Yeah.
Because even the Merovingian is the name of an empire from like way back in the day. Like it's literally the name of an entire empire that once existed.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. When you say the Merovingian, you're talking about his empire because he's a very powerful person, and the empire was a very powerful empire. But his role in the Matrix was to give a place for the exiles to exist in the Matrix.
But these exiles are
They're programs.
They're programs. They're codes.
Yep.
Yeah, just like the Merovingian is.
And the older codes too, so they're really powerful.
I don't know. He was looking a little rough in that last one, though.
If you think about it, you
I
think
thought
about it
that
as
was
well.
the train man. I was like, where you come
He
from?
did look like the train man.
And you know, and they say rough because of technology. As he was saying stuff in French, he was mad because as older people complain about now, we're always on the phone. He was like, remember we used to read and talk and conversate and
have
have books, all
conversations,
that.
yeah.
We don't have it anymore. That's what we had. We had
He's talking about.
structure.
He said there's
Yeah.
nothing original anymore. I was like,
And it makes sense, and that's what, and that's why I give it more praise because it goes back to what we're going through right now. Because people always tell you, put your phone down. Like you will have dinner with our significant others, and everybody's on the phone. Like I went to a restaurant yesterday, and literally everybody's on the phone. Nobody really has conversation, and it's true. And when you think about it, it's kind of like, yeah, technology really took it over everything. Like we
It
don't
really
have straight
has.
conversations.
But like I said, it's like the train guy in the movie. You think about that with that references, you know, like you pass on in life, but you don't pass over. So you're stuck in that, what you call that place, that
Purgatory.
limbo, purgatory.
Yeah.
yeah.
Until you
Until-
decide where they're gonna go. Yeah.
So I mean, technically, he was kind of like, in a way, he was kind of like the Grim Reaper, I guess you want to call it that.
Yeah.
You know, he's either gonna take you to death or resurrection.
Actually,
he's the
no,
guy at
I
the
think he was a reference to another angel,
Yeah.
I believe, or some type of like mythology.
Because
Because you notice he had like all the watches.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I believe that's a reference to something. I can't remember what it was because I remember seeing it one time, like a long time ago, but I can't remember.
It's somebody to do with time, and I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I can't remember. I'm gonna have to look it up one day.
I mean, there's so many like small references in each movie. It's almost overload.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
with this new one, the name of the gaming company was Deus Machina,
yep.
which is
God,
God and Machines.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then the name of the coffee shop was Simulate.
Simulate, and then there was the name of the game, Binary.
Yep.
What is the Matrix encode in? It looks like binary code.
Well, it's crazy.
Yeah, no, but binary is ones and zeros. This
Exactly.
has like
Yeah.
some
but
upside down
here's the thing,
trifecta.
No, it was
here's what
ones
it's
and
referencing
zeros.
though. But I was about to say, here's what it's referencing though: the fact that technology is started with ones and zeros.
Yep.
The
That's
code,
computer code.
When you talk about computer code nowadays, technically, like I can't think of a cosine. I mean a coding line, but it's like cosine XY go to something, right?
Okay.
That's like one line of code.
Right.
And most computer systems, like every app game you used is like thousands of lines of code.
Yes.
But the original coding language was ones and zeros, was binary.
That's computer code. Yeah.
Right.
Because it's like, I think like if I wanted the computer to show me a 1, I think that's like 8 binary characters. I believe. If I'm thinking of that right, it's like 8 binary characters. So the fact that the game is called binary is referencing the fact that we're talking about a coded computer program. Because even though you have computer programs that are large as heck now, the still base level of their code is ones and zeros.
Yeah. Or the new city, was it Ion?
I
Yeah. And they do that because the machines and people are together now. It's like a combination.
1 and 0.
Yeah.
So you spell I
Yeah.
O.
They say in the Matrix, when in the very beginning, when Neo was going under the bridge to meet with Trinity and all of them, he was being baptized for the water going. Because I think the bridge has some kind of biblical name too, and that's when him being baptized under the water to become Neo to a
Bridges to Terabithia?
What?
I know.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Like, I don't know.
I have so much Matrix knowledge over here because I've seen so much. Like I'll tell you,
movie.
it blew my mind when I watched the Animatrix, and the kid from there was the kid from Matrix Revolution. Because I was dating that nonsense man, because he was like, "Yeah, Neo, you saved me," and he was like, "No, kid, I didn't save you." And I was like, "Damn, that sounds so familiar." I watched Animatrix. He was like, I was like, "Oh shit, that's fucking you." And then of course, the Matrix Online. Apparently, he runs a cult that's like Neo believers. And he runs that because he believes in Neo and all that good stuff. I was like, it's just so fucking deep. It's too.
But just because it's deep, does that mean the films hold merit? If the films are just a map into a deeper reality, does that take away from the films or does that add to the films?
I feel like it adds to the
I
film,
feel
but
like
still, I also at
Definitely
the end of
adds.
the day, I feel like there is a responsibility to execute a film well. And even I will say, I believe the Matrix Resurrections movie had a very good concept to it. I just believe that there was a little bit lacking on the execution.
So
of the
what was the
concept.
score
Same
for
here.
you?
7.
7? Okay.
But here's my question to y'all that gave it the lower scores than me. What did you go in expecting? Like, what was your expectations?
Oh, okay.
Because that's what I'm confused on. Because like I'm trying to figure out what exactly was y'all expecting from this film.
Wait, hold on. I have a very good answer, or at least I hope it's a very good answer. So I watched all of the Matrix, or all of the movies, up until this latest one. And then I watched the latest one. And what I saw wasn't what I was hoping for, but I don't think I was expecting anything, because the Matrix leads you to believe that anything is possible. But then when they show you something that you think isn't possible, you hold some type of resentment towards that idea because it changes the entire reality. Even the look of the Matrix. Like, I understand we're in a new version. We're in the 7th version of the Matrix. Or at least that's what we're supposed to be in,
it's the
right?
7th version.
Okay. So we're in the 7th version of the Matrix. I understand that it's not going to look like the last version, but at least give it something that makes sense. Like, all the characters were hyper bright, and in the old Matrix, everything was like green tinged. Like, you knew when you were in the Matrix versus in the real world. And now it was hard to decipher.
But that's due to
No, you can still tell.
But that's due to new technologies.
No, but okay, but so I remember specifically in the simulation world, in the first movie when Neo and Morpheus are doing the kung fu training, that looked different than the Matrix, but they were still inside a program at that point, like they were running a program, but it looked different than the Matrix. But the programs looked exactly like the Matrix in the new movie. Because they ran the program for Morpheus to fight Neo again.
I get what he's saying.
But that was
So-
what did they call that? That was like that. It was in between like two different worlds. It was literally like a purgatory type to hide.
But no, what he's talking about, because I get what you're saying. In the original Matrix movies, like the Kung Fu Dojo, the Jump program, the Lady in the Red Dress program, all those were programs that they wrote for training, but they weren't actually going into the Matrix. It wasn't like a realm in between both. It was like
this was not the Matrix. It was they were still on their ship.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like a
Right.
network inside its own. It's inside its own self.
Yeah.
Because anybody that knows computers knows that the internet is basically just a bunch of computers connected. When you go look up on eBay or Facebook or whatever, you're actually going into somebody else's computer. It's just that the computer is set up to allow people to enter. But with the Matrix basically falls under the same concept. It's somebody else's computer that everybody is jacked into. But the programs that they were using for training were their own programs inside their own ship. So it's their own network. So it's not like in between the Matrix. It's something separate from the Matrix.
Which is why it looked different in the
Which
original
is why it
trilogy.
looked different. Yeah. So at least what I'm perceiving Adrian is talking about is that when Neo and Morpheus were fighting each other in the new one, it looked exactly like the real Matrix. But I think that is supposed to be leading. Well, it could be an overlook from the director, but also I believe it could be just a reference to how technology has grown to everybody has access to that level of technology now.
Yeah, that's what I got with it too. I have to look at this movie as far as it's high tech. Everything's high tech. I mean, you can tell it's high tech when the operator is actually in the mix with you, talking and walking with you.
That was sick, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that confused.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was saying that just confused me, but that just tells you, like, because first I said, wait, is the operator in there? The fuck? Oh,
At first,
okay.
I was like, "What? When did Keston get a role in the Matrix? Fuck me all up." You see that man? I was like, "Yo, that."
Yeah.
First of all, that man was bald, so I know
wasn't
you
bald?
not. He was bald.
Was he bald? I thought he had dreads.
He was bald, bro.
I thought
How
he had
in the hell did you think he had dreads?
dreads. I thought it was an old boy from the first one.
No,
Link. He was a version.
and Link
of
was in the second. Look, you all messed up.
I'm in the Matrix right now, bro.
What you call
Variance.
Cypher acting mother?
Keston, what's going on?
Said ignorance is bliss.
Wow, that's crazy.
But anyways, to give a better example, it's kind of like how everybody uses Unreal Engine 5 now, because somebody decided to make a program that works for everybody, that everybody has access to, everybody can use. That's why you get people that are a one-man team that can make great games, just like the 300-man team in the AAA companies. So I think that's what it was supposed to reference. I'm not sure. It could have been an oversight, but that's how I looked at it.
No, I can agree with you. I felt like it's because technology is so advanced now that, because I mean, I can still kind of distinguish the difference in the Matrix was real, but it's harder now because it was older technology back then. I mean, they're doing stuff in back in '99 and early 2000 where technology was pretty much when we were running technology before it was running us.
It was just now jumping off. It was jumping off off its feet. You know,
Yeah.
because the internet was actually starting to. Okay, this is the way of the future, and you know that was the whole Y2K thing. and
Yeah.
there was a lot going on. In
Because when
2000.
it hit on the difference between the trilogy we watched in old and the newer one is the old one, it was pretty much controlling the internet. You know, we hack stuff.
But now the internet controls us.
Yeah, exactly.
Through social media. This one was big on social media aspect.
Because
Now, it was subliminally put into the movie that you didn't even realize.
And it was almost like, because like Dash was saying, back in the old movies, it was more like we control the internet, we hack the internet, we manipulate the internet to what we want it to be, versus now
You
the
got
internet manipulates us.
Because we got-
that analysis, we'll talk about that later.
because
but,
did
But
you
like the
did you hear the
swarm,
word
the
algorithms? You heard that a lot.
yeah.
It's just like when you're watching YouTube, you go look up a video, you turn it off. Guess what? You come back on that YouTube.
And there's
There's
nothing
going to be
but-
other videos
Yep.
of that. So there's a lot of. It's all about algorithms and how the internet now controls us instead of us controlling it.
Speaking of that,
True.
just real quick story. I had an issue, not an issue, but I had something like that happen to me because I was looking on YouTube, but I wasn't logged in my account, and I looked up one K-pop video. I came back
That's
the
where you
next
messed
day.
up at.
I know, right? I came back the next day. My whole feed is K-pop, K-pop. I was like, I don't even like K-pop like that. I just looked at one video.
Yep. And I like
how
it.
they get you.
And I like it too because with this movie, they were 4D. They were like, yeah, that's why Warner Brothers wanted us to make another Matrix sequel. They were announcing what they were doing.
And it was kind of like they didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
It was like
Money
you have to
grubbers.
make it.
Yeah. And it was kind of like, we understand that we're doing the same thing over when we're just remaking it because the root of it's so good. So we used the old code and we just polished with some new stuff. But we're still using old code because we like, which is what we do now. We have so many reboots of stuff now.
Yep.
We use the old code, we just polish it up because we have newer technology and want to see what technology goes
Which,
with it.
with that being said, you
That's
realize
how I felt about. That's how I felt about that, and that was like Adrian just said. That was one of my problems with it. Like I feel like with the technology that we have now, that could have been done a hell of a lot better.
Yeah, I don't understand
That could have
why
been done way better.
I have to know that Warner Brothers is the parent company for it to make sense. Like, I don't think I need to know this. They could have just made up somebody, but instead they wanted to Warner Brothers this up and make sure that we know that they're the ones putting on the show.
Yeah, it's advertisement. I mean, they make their money. I'm not.
such
I mean,
a
fuck, the
Sony
girl's name was
answer.
Bugs.
Yeah.
like the bunny.
Yeah.
Yo,
I mean,
It's in there
Yeah.
constantly.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad because they use the reference of what they have. They getting clout. They can get your clout. I get the clout in my own goddamn movie. Shit.
But here's the thing, because I think at the same time it was being used as a tool to talk about how with the algorithm, that's big companies controlling that. That's not the average Joe controlling that. It's a big company saying, I'm trying to sell you something.
Yeah.
So I think they was using it also as a reference to big.
Because that's what his boss said. He was like,
But go ahead.
yeah, I'm saying that's what I'm agreeing with you. Because his
Oh.
boss was like, yeah, we gotta
Because
work with him.
you notice, like during the planning phase, like when it was all in the room talking about the new Matrix game, they just kept using the same words, but using the same thing, but just in a different way. It was basically saying the same thing every time, just in a different way. And to your point about the algorithm thing, what's his name? The analyst?
Yeah.
Is that his name? Neil Patrick Harris character?
yeah, the analyst.
You notice that he said that the reason the first architect failed, where he was succeeding, is that he's not trying to control you based off of facts. He's trying to control your feelings and your emotion. And the way he was controlling Trinity in them was
Which
that
provide more energy.
which will provide more energy, more engagement.
Right.
Which, if you think about it, how can I put it? Most of the issues with social media now is that you're given something that you want, but you can't have. And he played it. I can't remember exactly how I said it, but it's basically like give you something that you want, but you're scared to let go of what you already have. And I mean, that's kind of social media now, especially with the Instagram models.
Oh yeah.
Thirst trapping on social media make you want to be like,
Yep.
And it
Man,
pops
I
up.
might-
I go on Instagram. I'm like, I don't even know you. Like, I didn't add anything
And
like
they just
this.
show up.
They just show up, and I'm like, God damn, okay.
TikTok.
TikTok.
Oh God, that's worse.
But that's what I'm saying. Like it shows you something that I might could leave my wife. I might could leave my girlfriend and go try to pursue that. But then at the
good one
same
you
time,
can't.
I don't want to let go of something good just to pursue something that might be better. But that's how it plays with your feelings.
Yeah, it's the desire.
the desire. That's
It's a desirability to want this, and that's what he's created with this new Matrix.
It's like
And
the mirage in the desert.
Yeah.
Like you see what you
you're
see.
so thirsty,
Yeah.
and you see a
That's like-
oasis.
As Cypher said, he was like, I'd rather be ignorant with bliss than know what the fuck's going on.
He said, I know the steak is gonna be delicious.
The Matrix is telling me that
Right.
this steak is going to be juicy and tender, but it's not real. That's why my ass would take the blue pill. You want the answer? I'm staying my ass in the Matrix.
But would you not be curious to see what's going on?
No.
What do you mean? But you don't know. I mean,
No,
it could be a complete.
I'm not eating slop. The shit they was eating.
But you didn't know it was slop, though.
Doesn't matter.
Did you know that, though?
It doesn't
You know-
matter.
Vitamins and minerals. Everything the body
all
needs.
Morpheus was like, look, if you want to know the truth.
It's curiosity that killed the cat.
Exactly. But that's the choice you made. As they say, choice is illusion, which is a fucking really good analysis because we think about that. And I think about that. I was like, I made a choice. Did I make a choice? Or is this just how things laid out? Like, you always when you're little, I want to do this. This is my job and I want to do this. As you get older, you change your mind. But were we destined to go in and do what we're doing? Or do we make a choice to change our mind to do this?
I think it's all about choice because at the end of the day, the choice is what made Neo the anomaly.
Choice or fate?
I would
Exactly. But
I believe, but that's what I'm saying. I believe it's choice because that's what made Neo the anomaly. Him being the anomaly is because he chose to do things a certain way.
Or was that his destiny altogether?
But he still
No.
He still went down the same. Even though he had a different thought, at the end of the day,
That's a good one.
he realized that
No,
he had
I
the
have a
same train of
theory.
thought that everybody wanted him to. He thought differently until he realized that
But no,
I
he
didn't
didn't
have a choice.
because in Reloaded he didn't chose to go back to the source because that's the thing about
In Reloaded,
this Matrix.
but in Revolution, he chose to go back to the source. He had to go back to the source.
He had to go
But-
back to the source to control Smith because Smith was an anomaly too. That's the problem. But that's what I'm saying. Neo was
Smith
the
was an
anomaly.
anomaly because of him, though.
But that's
I
what I'm
understand.
saying.
when they merged
He was
in the
an
first
anomaly.
movie, that made the anomaly
But
happen.
Neo is an anomaly of the anomalies.
Correct.
That's why basically he broke the Matrix.
Correct. But at the end of the day, even the architect said you have to go back to the source to start everything over because if you don't start everything over, everything is destroyed. So yes, in Revolution, when he connected to the machines, he was the source. So to get Agent Smith, he had to reconnect to the source. Once he did that, everything reset to go that. So overall, the path was still At the end of the day, even though he chose, his destiny was still to go back to the source. Is what he did.
Yeah, but that's still. I guess what I'm saying is that it's still based off a choice. His environment is what led him to that choice.
Correct.
But because another thing with the Reloaded thing, also with him, the path of the one is also Zion gets destroyed. Zion didn't get destroyed. There was peace.
Correct.
So then after peace, now the machines are working with the humans. So that's what I'm saying. It was his choice to do things a different way, which led to overall peace amongst the machines.
So wait, are you saying this as far as Neo being the one? Because allegedly Neo's not the one. Allegedly Agent Smith is actually the one.
No, Neo is the one. I know what you're talking about with the Agent Smith thing.
Okay, so here,
Yeah.
I have a theory on this because in the first movie, the Oracle tells Neo he's not the one.
No, he didn't. No, she didn't.
She did.
No,
Yeah.
she didn't.
She did tell him that,
No,
but she said it.
She
said
led
it.
him to the conclusion. He said he wasn't the one. She never said it.
So he says, I'm not the one. And she says, sorry, kid. I hate it has to be like this. But if she leads him to the conclusion, Neo being Thomas Anderson and
had
not
to-
believing in fate, he believes that if she implies he's not the one, that can't possibly stop him from becoming the one. Because he does not believe in the fate that she
I
has
see what you
handed
did
him.
there.
And
But-
also, too, the
I see
Oracle
what you
said
did
that the
there.
one changes the environment of the
Facts.
Matrix. Neo never changed the environment of the Matrix. Agent Smith changed the environment of the Matrix by cloning everybody when it rained. It's because he took over the Matrix. So he actually took over the Matrix.
No, but Neo
No,
actually changed it
no,
because
Neo changed it.
Yeah,
Neo
he
controlled
actually
that matrix.
reset it.
Like Agent Smith had no control of that matrix.
of Revolution. Yeah, he had. He had. He didn't
Only
have the-
because. Well, go ahead. I was just gonna say, only reason because like he just rewrote codes.
Yeah.
That's all Agent Smith did was just rewrote
that's all he
already
was
codes
doing.
there.
He was just copying
He didn't.
himself.
He didn't copy anybody that was actually like real.
He could have turned himself into a building for all that.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly.
Like the dude can't. He can't take. Which is crazy because they said it in Resurrections that old Matrix was one. I don't think they said it, but there's a reason why Neo was able to do all that stuff in it.
He was able to manipulate the Matrix.
He was able to manipulate the Matrix. And people was asking, well, why can Trinity do it in this one? It's because it's a new Matrix. And the Matrix was based solely off them two.
Correct. Yeah. Which he explained how that all works out.
So that's why I've said that I don't think Agent Smith was the one.
And I'm
At
saying
all.
I'm saying Agent Smith wasn't the one because when the first time Neo talked to the Oracle, if you listen to the conversation, she's saying that you can't be the one because you don't think you're the one. Once he figured out that he was the one, that's when he became the one.
But they also say the one is the anomaly that's causing a problem. So since Agent Smith was the anomaly causing the problem because he was the one who was trying to get
See,
out.
I think Smith was a rogue program. That's all
And,
Smith
and I was about to say, if you really think about it, the only reason Agent Smith was there to cause a problem was because of Neo.
I agree with that. Yes, I would agree with him
So-
releasing him to what they call. I agree with that.
But that's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah,
why I say
Neo
is-
unplugged him.
Yeah, I said Neo is still the one. It's just the only reason they said Agent Smith was the one is because Agent Smith, without Agent Smith, the Matrix wouldn't be reset. But technically, Agent Smith was just a virus at that point. That's all viruses do. They take over a system
infect.
and corrupt it. That's
Yep.
why it was raining and storming like it was, because the Matrix, which is a computer program, was crashing. It was literally destroying itself because Agent Smith had gone rogue. The only reason Neo won was because he let Smith try to overwrite his code, but since he was plugged into the machine or the source,
They had
overpowered-
a way in.
they had a way to connect to.
But
So-
Agent
also,
Smith
I feel
and
like the
erase him.
Oracle had a part in that too.
She did.
Oh, she did.
Because you remember at the end of Revolutions, the architect of the previous Matrix said you played a very dangerous game.
Yeah.
By letting Agent Smith absorb you, because if Agent Smith wouldn't have said that line like everything has a beginning, da 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 whatever, he'd have lost in. But luckily with that, he remembered like, okay, you're right, I have to go back to the source, which leads back to destiny, because his whole choice was he didn't want to go back to the source. And which everybody was telling him, no matter what you do, you can avoid this all you want. You can make the decision, but at the end of the day, you're going to end back at this point right here.
Everything
The
that has
fate
a
and
beginning
destiny
has an end.
Put you back there. So yes, he had choices, which Bug said in the beginning. Choice is an illusion because at the end of the day, whatever
You know
you're
what you gotta do.
destined, you're still going to end up at the end of the line. Still going to be saying you took a different route, but at the end of the day, you're still at the same point. So really, that's everybody's day question: is choice really a choice? Because at the end of the day, was I really destined to be down here, or did I really change my mind to do this? Was it me, or was this going to happen? Like,
Is
I
it
thought
choice?
was me.
Is it choice or destiny?
Yes.
Right.
And
That's the. I guess
and-
that's the question at the end of the
yeah.
day.
And I think overall,
Which one is it?
I think it's at the bottom line. I think it's destiny. Bottom line. And as they say, choice makes us feel better because we feel like we got to choose how we got to that point. Versus you, like it's like arranged marriages. Like I don't want you to arrange my marriage. I want to get married, but I want to pick my girl. I don't want you to pick it for me. I'd rather have the choice of what I get versus you pick what I have and stick with that.
I'm guessing you taking the red pill.
Who, me?
In the beginning,
Dash.
I'm like everybody. In the beginning, I would take the red pill because of the curiosity.
You
But
gotta
I
take
think
one.
I know. I'm saying I'm one of them people who I would
go
take,
back
I would take
and
the
take
red
the blue
pill,
pill.
but I would probably regret taking the red pill because I'm like, well, goddamn, this shit sucks. Fucking shit, dark as shit.
So you curious?
I'm curious. Yes.
No.
Adrian,
Blue pill.
blue pill all day.
I'm oblivious, bro. Leave me in the matrix. Leave me plugged in.
But you don't know what the
I wanna
real
see
world.
the same
real world could be
birds fly
good.
by my window
'Cause
every day.
Morpheus didn't tell you what it was out there. He was like, if you want to know, this is how you know.
This is what happened. My computer start typing on itself. I'm throwing it away. I'm done with it. What? I ain't typing these letters. Nope. It must be broke. Let me get a new one.
So y'all wouldn't take the red pill.
No.
I'm taking the red pill, and there's a reason why I'm taking the red pill.
Why's that?
Because I can just plug myself in and do what the hell I want to when I plug myself in.
He after the girl in red dress.
Well,
look.
well, you can't because remember, if you go in, you get attacked. You're not a regular civilian in the Matrix. You're
Exactly, but
so you're on the run. You're not chilling in the Matrix.
but at the same time, you are on the run, yes, but you still can do other shit.
Unless I'm
You can do
Neo.
other stuff.
You're on the run. You as soon as you get in there, they're fucking tracking you. You get a steak. You wait 20 minutes. They come in 10 minutes. Damn, nigga, can I finish? No, capped.
Look,
Done.
I'll
Green lines.
I'll put a little bit of flavor on my answer. I don't want to take the red pill unless I'm Neo. Because if I take the red pill and I'm Mouse, yo, I don't last that long.
But that's Cypher's fault.
Well, I'm just saying, I'm not taking the red pill because, like I said, bro, like Lawrence Fishburne come up to me and tell me something. Only you can make that choice, and he just looks suspicious. I'm not trusting this man that just looks funky.
That dude sound like Smokey the Bear. Only you could prevent
Yeah,
forest.
I know, right? And he got that deep voice and shit. Like, I don't
Nope.
trust this man.
Hey, hold on real quick. We need to take a break because it's already at 58 minutes.
Well, what's your color? Or what's your pill taking?
I'm going to say it when we come back.
Oh, cliffhanger. He with an anime cliffhanger.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Will Keston take the blue or the red?
We'll find out.
You know he always does that too.
Slick, dude.
And we back.
We back.
Flipping niggas off.
He hit that one key like like the dude from Peanuts. What's dude's name that plays the piano?
You are the one.
Oh, isn't it Linus? That's what you talking about?
Yeah, I think it was
His name?
Linus.
So, tell me that Adrian don't look like a ghetto ass analyst.
Where the blue shades at?
No, he got the orange shades, so he the red pill guy.
First of all, get it right. This is great value analyst.
Walmart brand? Is that what you the Walmart brand?
Great value.
You the great value analyst.
Because that mug show is analytical too, so
Right?
it fits so well.
Get it over here for $8.94.
You giving out discounts too?
I'm gonna go to Walmart right now. So, I got a complaint and a half, and I'm curious about.
I still gotta say if I took the red pill, blue pill though.
Shit, you should have said this earlier. You son of a bitch.
Well,
I
Cassidy,
literally said I was gonna say it when we come back.
I forgot.
what's your choice, Cassidy? What's your choice?
I'm gonna take the blue pill
Oh,
Thank
my-
because I
What
don't
the
want the problems. But I will say this: I do love the fact that if I would have took the red pill, I could learn just about everything I need to know in the world.
Yeah, but it only works in the fake world, which you'll instantly be hunted for when you go back.
No, I'm
does
gonna just okay. So I would take the red pill if I could make my own program. I would make my. I would
Exactly my point.
I
Unless
would-
I'm Neo.
I would I would pause. I would unplug.
Jack.
I was about to say jack off. I was like, no. Nope. Pause. Anyway, I would unplug if I could come out and I could make my own like program world, and I'd just make GTA for myself, and I'd just be in that mode all the time.
Nice.
But
I
my
like
question
that.
is, you don't want the problems, but you don't know there's problems. From the get go, you're curious. You've never been in the world.
It's pretty easy to come to the conclusion that there's some kind of problem because first of all, I'm meeting them under a bridge.
On the battlefield.
They pull up in a Lincoln
Fighting for
Continental,
my life.
which
The
is
suicide doors.
with the suicide doors, which is probably the most gangster car anybody can drive. All black. I
All
know
black.
they into some shady stuff. And then
Instantly.
as soon as I get in the car, they put this device on my stomach, and then this little thing comes out.
Which saves
That's a
your life.
It saved my life, but I know it's a tracking device. And I remember this tracking device being put in me by me being caught by these 3 shady agent looking mugs that didn't give me my phone call.
But you realize,
So I know they a problem.
But you realize that you're given the choice because
I get my
because
phone
you've
call.
already experienced that there's something weird about the world. They don't just come to a random nigga. Oh, hey, you want to enter the
First of all,
this area? No,
no.
you've already thought about something's weird, and they were like, oh.
But see, once I take the blue pill, they not gonna bother me no more because they know I chose the Matrix.
This is, and here's the problem.
so after
This is-
so after he tells you everything before when you bring you the rules and at last.
no.
Well, see, here's the thing. Also, like Adrian said, if I'm Neo, yeah, I'm taking the red pill.
You don't know you're Neo though.
Exactly. Which means I'm taking the blue
Because
pill.
apparently everybody was Neo. There's been multiple Neos.
Here's the problem. I'm gonna explain it real simple for you. So, if Morpheus had been more forthcoming, and this is why I have some type of feeling for Cypher, because Cypher feels like he got bamboozled.
He did. I
And
agree.
I feel like everybody got bamboozled. If
You're
you
right.
would tell me, yo, you're going to get to a real world, you're going to have these circles all over your body. They're ports for how the machines were keeping you alive. There's no real food anymore. We eat a plant-based vitamin supplement slop every day. It comes out of this, tube thing into a bowl. It does not look
It comes
good.
out of some type of dispenser.
Right. The clothes we wear look mad itchy.
They
You're just
look
going to
mad-
be itchy all the time.
They look mad Yeezy.
Yeah.
They look mad Yeezy. Man.
Mad Yeezy. The style is definitely some Yeezy
And how are
stuff.
they taking baths?
The bath situation we need to figure out.
Ain't no baths
I
on
didn't-
these ships.
I was about to say I didn't see a bath technically anywhere. I didn't
No.
see baths. I didn't see showers. I didn't really see any type
I didn't
of,
even see toilets.
Okay.
So everybody sweaty as all get out. We just gonna be stank up in here.
So I mean,
but come to the real world, bro.
Exactly.
No,
Okay,
give me
so-
power.
You,
so-
you saw the rave.
So just
All the mugs were sweaty in that rave.
so just as
No
you say,
shoes.
But there was showers there.
No
just,
shoes.
Just as you say,
Wait a minute.
why? If I'm Morpheus, why would I tell you all that? Because if I tell you that, you're not gonna come. That's fucking common sense.
No,
It's-
no,
I mean,
no.
let me
no.
ask you this
I'm
though.
gonna sit and tell you that
I do
you're gonna
gotta-
wake up and have holes in you and eat dirt shit and fucking no bath. Are you going to the road?
So,
no.
If I'm the one, I'm choosing yes.
But you don't know if it's one because, as Cypher said, he's brought other people thinking that they are the one and you're not the one. You don't know you're the one. You're just hoping that he is the one.
And here's the thing, though. Like Morpheus said, if I were to tell you, you wouldn't believe it anyways. It's something you have to see for your own eyes. So he could have been up forth with me and given me the choice. The whole movie is based
You was
around
gonna say
choice.
no. If you said the world is
No.
fucked up as black skies and eating shit,
If it's my
how'd that go?
destiny in a prophecy to fulfill the destiny and
bullshit.
the one.
fucking bullshit.
No,
it's your
Hold on,
destiny
no,
to be in
you
the
literally
fucking
just
real world.
hold on, no, you literally just said it's about destiny though. You said it's not about choice.
Thank you. So, if you give me the choice up front and I'm the one, automatically I'm still gonna make the right choice. But Cypher over here, he's not the one. He just got caught up in some bullshit.
Bullshit. I'm pretty sure. I agree
That
with your
man
destiny.
just wanted to see the woman
I'm
in the
pretty
red
sure-
dress and eat some steak. That's all that man wanted.
I'm pretty sure if Morpheus would have told Neo, when you leave this bitch, this is really what the fuck's gonna happen. That nigga would say, man, fuck that. Fuck it. No.
Switch died for no reason. She said, not like this. Unplug.
Not like this.
Now, and here's
Not
my
like
question
this.
though: if you take a shit in the Matrix while you're plugged in, are you shitting on yourself?
Shit.
Look.
I mean, that's a real question. Yeah, like if you shitting in the Matrix, do you shit on yourself?
I got
But if it's a program, why would I have the urge while I'm programming
I
myself
gotta
to shit?
I mean because
but
if,
Let
if
me
you get
program in
killed
this bathroom break real fast.
if you get killed in the Matrix, you get killed in real life.
I mean, you getting your
But
ass beat in the Matrix. You getting messed up in real life.
I gotta put this in
So-
because you think about Tank or Link at the controls like typing this, it was like what the fuck is that? What's that smell?
They got reusable diapers they wear.
You talking about showers, like tanking them sitting there and it smells like Old Spice right now. Somebody that took a shower.
Bro, like,
I can just imagine Tank
like dead ass.
oh, Mouse done took. God damn it, Mouse.
Like you shit on yourself while you in the Matrix, bro. It's a wrap. You gonna shit on yourself in life,
Somebody clean you up.
and you ain't got. I ain't see no bathrooms. I ain't see no water. What, they gonna wash your ass off with that hooch they got?
They might.
So basically, I think they had to go back to Zion to freshen up because there was water there.
I mean, there's water inside. It's just that I ain't never seen nobody take a bath.
Yeah, I didn't see
I didn't
nobody
see
take
no
a bath.
bathrooms.
Always
We're assuming that there are bathrooms there, but it's just that you never actually saw
I mean,
a bathroom.
even when these cats are plugged in and they feeding off our life source and our energy and shit, like when we shit, what's going on? They got a jack plugged up our ass to suck out our shit. Like what's going on, bro?
Operator, I gotta take a shit.
you know, I'm a,
What's going
hold
on,
on,
bro?
here's what I'm gonna say about that. I don't know for sure. I'm just saying. Here's what I got.
Wachowski, I gotta quit. I got
Because
questions.
you do remember when Neo was sliding down that slide, he had something covering his junk. So he may have had an apparatus around his stuff to get the waste out.
Oh, you talking about in the cocoon. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you not gonna. They ain't not gonna let you shit in the cocoon. You gonna
And-
fuck
I
up
mean,
the cocoon.
the jail, they,
Yeah, it's
the
black
jail-
now. That
it's
shit
gonna
will
be
repeat the black.
It's gonna be real dirty in that bitch.
I'm just saying.
It's
The
the water
water's-
too, so it sits in one area.
Maybe
Look,
they
the-
treated them like little fish or something. Maybe they like switched out the water every so often. Like,
It was Jello.
Well, they did have a
I'm
drain in
just
the
saying. I
back.
was like, maybe they switched out the water every so often.
Had a
they
water
had to.
filtration system. God,
They had to.
gotta change the filter every
the
time.
goop drained out
I'm
of the
just saying,
thing,
like,
so
maybe-
they had to have.
Maybe that's what them like nursery droid, them things that was like sucking up the eggs and stuff. Maybe that's their job. Maybe their job is to switch
nursery
out the water. Maybe that's what their job was
Bot C8372. You clean up on
on Tower 3.
Tower 3.
Tower 3 pod
Look.
PD 3817.
Look, they call it. Look, they call them back up. Tower 1. Everybody just ate at the restaurant. Taco Bell. Everybody's got the runs right now. We got 25.
Who programmed
30
Taco
pods.
Bell back into the Matrix? God dang. These droids are working 24/7. We don't have time for Taco Bell protocols. Dang it, Johnson.
So somebody answer this question for me.
He said Taco Bell protocol.
It's like we need help on Tower 5. Everybody tried the new burrito at Taco Bell this week.
It's a fucking.
Everybody
It's a
shit themselves.
massacre. It's a brown
The
massacre.
habanero bean burrito? Who programmed this? Johnson.
We've got a ton of pods right now that are stopped up. We can't flush them.
Apparently Taco Bell ran out of mild sauce. All they have is fire now.
So we cannot
Inferno.
confirm who's alive and who's dead. The water is too brown. It's just too brown. We can't see nothing.
Somebody literally shit themselves out the Matrix.
You just wake up on a toilet? Bro, you know how mad I'd be? I was sitting on the toilet and I'm like, ugh.
I know, because you know
That's some drunk night when you be drinking too much. You sit there.
I was about to say you already know it's one.
Jesus,
You already know
sorry.
it's one of them shits where you done took your underwear off and you just sitting there like.
God, Jesus.
You contemplate life, boy. God damn
Just
it.
sitting
the fan
there,
on.
look,
Cut
just
the fan on.
sweating for no
Sweating a
damn
little
reason.
bit. And then
Like
you
got
mess
worked
around.
out.
You mess around and get that one hard fart come out of the same. You know the one that's the fart and shit
Oh,
at the
yeah,
same time. So
yeah.
you're just like, oh, where my bathroom go? Where's
The water splashing your butt.
Boy,
what is it?
you hitting the Glade spray can like pop
did.
on Friday.
He done blew himself back out the
He done blew
matrix.
himself out the
He done
matrix.
blew himself out the matrix.
And he came out.
Like, how did I get in this pod? And look, what is this floating with me?
What is it? What is going on? Why is the water brown? Oh my god!
Oh, I'm in
my
tears.
eyes hurt.
Oh god! He just shit himself out the matrix. Like, oh, it's an anomaly. He done rewrote the matrix with his asshole.
The machine's like, we got to get rid of the Taco Bell protocol. We got to get rid of it.
shit's still good,
It's been 3 awakenings this week.
In Matrix 8, we will not have Taco Bell.
Oh my god!
So tell me, y'all. Tell me why in the movie, Roland's granddaughter. Why was she black and Roland was white?
Boy, I was wondering that same thing. I was like, because
I
this
took
dude.
a point off of that. I had to take a point off that because
Mad
she said,
confusing.
"I'm Roland's granddaughter." I said, "Wait, what the fuck's Google?"
I thought Roland was like mixed.
No, that dude.
No, that dude.
That dude. The dude white. Yeah, he white.
And she was dark. I was like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah, he white. And then I looked back and I was like, boy, he must have got with a dark Jones.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Point deduction.
Point deduction.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened.
He got one of them. One of
You
them
should have hired
African
Zendaya. She been in everything else. You should have hired Zendaya. She had time.
Is that the light skin one we going with every movie? I get
guess so.
Zendaya.
I was like,
It used to be Megan Good, now it's Zendaya.
Yeah,
and I
Zendaya.
felt like Neil was kind of like granddaughter.
He was.
He was like, yeah. He never believed in your dream. Neil was kind of like, nah, bitch, you a different color. I didn't really be.
Now I really thought Roland was the commander of like the
I
whole
did too.
thing. That's who I thought he was.
I did too. The one
No, that was
Nick-
Locke though, right?
Commander Locke. No.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was Locke.
Yeah, but it was
He
just
over
that.
like the military.
It was just that because she was black.
Yep.
I automatically
Oh, yeah,
assumed
yeah,
it was
yeah.
him.
Yep.
I was like, I was such and such granddaughter. Didn't think about the name. It was just, oh, you black, so you must be him. Like that was how I thought about it.
And you looked
Okay.
up.
So tell me what you thought when you see Jada Pinkett Smith reprise her role, like
As Niobe?
Yo,
That was-
I was like, what?
Problems because
Let's go. Let's
Hold on
go.
1 second.
Let's go.
The analyst.
It was the
Let's
the
go.
fact Adrian didn't say I had a problem with that. Adrian just like problems. Here's
problems. So
The analyst.
how is it
Let's
that
go.
Neo believes it to be 20 years, but it's in actual it's 60 years? But you have granddaughters around. That's a short time period, and then you also have Neo, which got rebuilt in this Matrix, right? So they could have rebuilt him to look any type of age and make him believe to be any type of age. But instead they choose 20 years, but then on the outside it's 60 years. That it doesn't make a whole lot of sense for the two characters to be 20 years, but then everybody else is 60 years out.
Because it probably took him 40 years to build him.
well, no, he did say it took him years to rebuild Neo. He said it was expensive and took a long time.
It's like buying a house, like
First
building a
off,
house.
when they said expensive, it took me off guard. Like, what kind of currency these
I
robots
thought about that
doing?
too. Point deduction.
Yo, like, what kind of, they doing rubies?
Here was the only thing I could come up with the expensive
Like,
part.
do they got a line of credit up there? Like, come on, bro.
got an
Wait,
Acme card?
They got a bar from the robots down the street.
They got the Acme card from Warner Brothers.
Acme card, boy, got the Warner Brothers Acme card.
Like, yo, hit up the Machine City about 5 miles down. We need to borrow some
No,
currency.
what I'm thinking though is that when he mentioned expensive, I'm assuming he meant it took a lot of energy and a lot of materials because the pods they were in were resurrection pods, and you saw how much was off of just the pod.
So they just trading energy.
That's like I said. That's the only thing I could come up with
That makes
because the
sense.
pods were
That makes sense. Though.
obviously special pods because of what's the new oracle, so to speak.
I can't remember her name.
I want to
Sati?
say, but
Sati?
Sati, yeah. Her parents were responsible for building,
Which
the
is
tubes.
fucking crazy they tied it into it. I was like, oh shit. So
Yeah.
that's
that,
why
that
you
was pretty
were-
good.
That's what it meant.
But that's why I was like, okay, so maybe that's what they meant by expensive. It took a lot of resources.
I think that's
For
one
them
of the
to be
biggest
rebuilt.
things it's hard for me. I mean, did you guys realize with this movie, like when she said her parents were machines. I mean, these machines have a mind of
Well, I was
their
about to
own.
say-
Like they're actual sentient beings. Like
But that's
you
what I was
know
about
what
to
I'm
say.
saying?
They weren't
Like,
even machines. They were just
They're
programs.
programs.
exactly. Like it's just that's why this movie is really like blowing my mind because you got humans and sentient programs and machines working together. Like when they seen that, that's why it took me off when Neo woke up and this dude done come up and scooped this man up like some ice cream and just took him off and then next thing you know he hid from the other machines. I was like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Threw me way off, and
which you're
then you get into the part where there was a civil war between the
machines?
machines. You're like, what? I was blown away by that.
Yeah.
Okay, but
Who won though?
issue
The analyst?
again with the Morpheus thing, though. So Morpheus now is a program. So the program obviously was taking off of the real Morpheus. It was just a carbon copy, right?
That Neo wrote.
That Neo wrote.
Well, hold on. Wasn't Morpheus supposed to be a combination of
Morpheus and Smith. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
His conscience was, yeah.
if memory serves right, when you combine two anomalies at this point, because Morpheus is no longer a being, he's a program, which means he could be an anomaly. And Smith obviously is still an anomaly. So I see Trinity doing things that are characteristic of the one. But couldn't this go towards Morpheus or Smith actually being the one?
No.
No.
Not more.
Wow,
not-
that was very fast.
Well, here's the thing with Morpheus in this Matrix, the Morpheus that we know is a program.
Yes.
So he is restricted by rules of being a program. The one isn't restricted by those same rules.
No.
But
Was he that restricted though?
but how does a program take the red pill and become an alliance member?
So what they're saying
It's
is
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
not.
Here's the thing, though. It's a new program because the red pill and the blue pill was basically a program. It was a
But-
program to unlock you.
If the program can be unlocked by the program, then that means the anomaly availability for him is the same as him being a real person.
and that's where I do a point deduction because how the hell you gonna take a pill and then all of a sudden you turn into nanites?
so
This man turned into Big Zero
What-
Hits, Big Hero 6 mini bots, boy. God damn.
Literally.
No, that was how he appeared in the real world. He was still a program. He was just controlling.
I understand that part. The hard part to understand is where his power ends and begins. Because being a program, you would think that I get being able to come into the real world. But this man had just as much play in the real world being nanobots as he did in the Matrix being a program.
Exactly.
So I don't understand, like, what's the point of being
Because-
jacked in versus being a program at this point?
Well,
because the
because-
Matrix is so far evolved, then the program should be able to do whatever they want if they unlock themselves.
So wait, are you confused that he was able to move around in the real world?
No, I'm saying that if the programs are that far advanced for you to say everything that your argument thus far has said, then that leads into my point that if the programs can be that far evolved and unlock themselves from the Matrix, then they could also terminate the Matrix or be an anomaly just like the one.
I hear what you're saying, but this still goes back to the fact that the program was created by the architect of the Matrix. The anomaly wasn't created by the architect. The anomaly is just a factor in the equation that came about.
They're trying to balance that out. They're trying to make it 100%, but you can't make it. You can't make it 100%
because it's basically the whoever the one is just an unforeseen factor.
Yes.
Because you can't factor out human emotions.
Exactly. Proving my point at this point. Both of them could be the anomaly, the unpredicted factor, because the Matrix has evolved so far that it doesn't take an unlocked mind to do it. It could be just a program. Look at the architect, look at the analyst, look at the Oracle.
No, but the thing is, you still have the program is still based off of a design. Like the program has to operate within a certain amount of factors.
But Smith didn't. Smith broke out and did crazy things.
Smith didn't because of Neo.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because, like you said, the source code of Neo. The source code of Neo was what caused Smith to be free.
Correct.
That's why he was free.
If he never took over Smith's body, he would never have been free.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
basically unplugged Smith.
Basically.
He just like, all right,
So-
I'm separating you from this.
Which is also with
If a
Trinity, which is
computer
why
program-
So would Smith be the first program to be unplugged?
That's what I'm saying. If Smith can
Probably.
be unplugged,
That's probably why they
and
learned to
also
unplug
be an
everybody else.
anomaly, he's part of the Matrix. Smith is not real, right? There's no human Smith. He's a program.
Correct.
So he gets unlocked by Neo, and they both become anomalies. How come in this newest version of the Matrix that's so far advanced, you can't do the same thing but in reverse? The program becomes the unlocked anomaly and becomes human.
Because
Exactly.
Neo is still the anomaly.
Is he? Because he was not
Is he?
looking like an anomaly in this movie.
He was
that
still-
dude was looking mad weak. That
he
dude
was still
said,
blocking
Neo
bullets.
is an anomaly with.
"Nope, I can't. I ain't doing
This
it."
motherfucker was hitting people with force push. Like
I was
he
about
was
to
a
say, and he
Jedi.
was still blocking bullets.
He was blocking bullets, but
They
he
say-
wasn't force pulling things
So,
towards him like he
they
wasn't
say-
reloaded.
they
He's
say-
not the dark side.
He
They
wasn't
say
flying like he was and reloaded.
I got this. They said the issue with that is so the difference between because Trinity got the powers, right? Okay. So
Trinity split the powers.
no, but the way they explained it too is when Trinity got the powers, the only thing that was the analyst was pretty much controlling her based off was just family. It was like you have a kid, you have family. That's the only thing holding you. With Neo, it was completely different. Neo had pills. Neo had an analyst. Neo had bots. Neo had multiple things that
He had a handler.
Yes, that was keeping him confined. So it was harder for him because the be the one you have to be completely 100% awakened, which means your mind has to be free. Because Neo was so much more clouded than Trinity was, it was harder for him to unlock in full self. Versus towards the end when they both come back, he's been with Trinity, he knows what's going on, he knows the real world. He's able to fly then. With Trinity, she just wanted to be with Neo. Once she got with Neo and knew the family wasn't real, her mind's a lot more clearer than Neo is. Neo's been through a whole bunch of shit. He's been drugged. He's been switched out. He's been lied to. His whole
But
life.
how is it that Neo has to go through all of this? He had to go through an entire movie to unlock his potential as the one. And Trinity goes through a 5-second long conversation. And then she's like, my name's not Tiffany.
Because Neo was more of a
And
problem.
completely unlocked. And I was like, wait.
Because Neo was more of the problem. And during the whole 3 series, Neo was a problem. Neo was the stronger one. Even though she was free, she still had like a limited amount of abilities. I guess if I'm saying it right.
No, it's like I said before.
There's just-
This Matrix was based off those two. This is a new Matrix. The old Matrix was the one that Neo controlled. That was the one that he was able to rewrite to his. That's why he was able to do all that
Into
shit.
his will.
Right.
This new one is strictly based off Neo and Trinity and the energy that they put off. Like it was based around that.
But
So that's why she has the program also to do whatever the hell she wants now, along with Neo.
And like we were saying before, Neo was under more restriction because he was the problem.
I also
He
think-
was the one they was worried
so
about.
who was it that resurrected Neo and Trinity?
The
Now-
machines.
Yeah, the machines did it.
So if I'm the machines and I've been through 6 versions of a Matrix trying to deal with these two in some way, shape, or form.
They went through 6 way before Neo.
yeah.
Right. So I've been dealing with this one protocol for a long time. Why am I going to rewrite the last one and put him back into the Matrix and cloud his judgment and give him blue pills? Why wouldn't I just leave him dead?
Because he gets the energy they give
because
off.
of the energy he gives off.
They give off the most energy when he's upset and when he's
Because
mad.
the robots have to feed, and that's why they harvest us.
Them fields, you mean to tell me 2 batteries makes a difference when you got fields in them batteries out there?
Dude.
Them 2 batteries can't put off that much
He
energy.
explained, he was like, as the old agents, when Agent Smith and took over you, when they killed you, that person died.
Right.
So you lose a battery versus you can control somebody based off the emotions and not have to kill them. So you have a limited battery source because all you're doing is using their free will of thinking to control them. So it's not like, oh, I'm forcing you to do this. You're choosing to do this for what you love. Versus,
So basically, they lost a lot of batteries when Smith took over the last.
think about
program.
it. Think about it. In Reload, when they were fighting on the
And they
freeway,
even go ahead.
look how many people died. Look, when they took over people and they shot them, they completely died. Versus the analysis, you just pretty much control their emotions and make them do what they want to do.
Yeah, but-
you had a regular partner. So I'm a bot.
Okay.
And you're a regular person. Your job is to make me feel real. Your job is like, I'm a real person. Da, 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 I know something wrong. Just like with Lady in Bed, when he got up and fucking jumped out the window, she freaked out.
Right.
He didn't know that he was a bot because he had another person to compress him, think he was real. So like with Neo, he had what's his name, Jude.
But technically, the woman's a bot too.
that woman was not a bot. Not everybody's a bot.
But you're in the Matrix.
How do you know that?
The Matrix,
They,
everybody's a bot.
No. The bots are people I think apparently who want to lead a Matrix.
No, the
or-
Matrix is made up of the machine's food source
Right.
and programs.
Okay.
It's a combination. They're just intertwined with each other. They're all mixed in.
So what you're telling me is that if I'm a Smith and there's 2 people standing in front of me, and one is a person that's in a pod, and the other person is a program, I can only take over the program. I can't take over the person in the pod.
I would say no.
I would say the agents can take over whoever.
Yes,
Exactly.
because
swarm-
they can.
the swarm is different,
because our minds is all plugged in. We're a program still.
So that's why I was thinking that literally anybody could be used in the protocol because they're all tied into the
Yeah,
Matrix.
they could be. Yeah,
I mean, yeah. Overall, I
So
think
her reaction was a fake reaction of the Matrix.
No, I think her reaction was real. It was just that she
It's
didn't
just-
know what was going on.
it's just so-
he was being controlled. She
I
wasn't.
mean everything in the Matrix you think is real life. I mean this is just real life.
because remember they say
No matter if you're real or not real.
correct. Remember they say you have another person to make sure that you're not crazy. So as Alan said, he was like anytime Neo thought there was something weird, he's like, no, nothing's weird. You're just having an episode. You're crazy. Like there's no other dimension. You're thinking of your game. He keeps making you think that something is when it's not actually there.
Yeah, but when you think about that, don't you think that maybe his mind was already unlocked then? Because he was starting to see the world for what it really was.
It was starting to be unlocked, and the analysts would come back because that's the cat. The cat was a deja vu.
Yeah, exactly.
Every time he got close to being awakened, the cat would come out and he would start to look over, and he would bring up. He was like,
Exactly.
So last time we talked about, you thought that this happened. Do you really think this really happened? And he'd be like, no, I guess you're right. He made Neo second guess himself. And that's how he was able to control Neo, because between the pills and him talking to him, he kept second guessing himself. As long as he second guessed himself, it's fine. You saw Trinity, but you wasn't sure what was going on with Trinity. Smith was there, but you didn't know what was really going on with Smith. And when Smith was like, I don't want to be controlled anymore, fuck this, I'm going to work with you.
And back, because this is why, the only reason I gave it a 7, because like I said before, the concept was good. It was just, to me, the execution wasn't as good. But the idea that you tricked Neo into thinking that all he was a computer programmer, because you literally took the story of the first 3 Matrices and said it was all a video game that you created, that you specifically created. So that's why that's just another way of controlling him, by having him thinking, this is why I have these memories, because I created these
Well,
memories.
that he did that so that he can control everyone. Because he basically put the truth out there as a video game of what they're really living in, but they're just seeing it as
It's a video game.
a
that
video
everybody's-
game
everybody
Yeah.
can do.
that
Well, no,
this
I-
company made.
I
So,
agree with that. That's why I was like, technically, well, when I was watching the movie, I was looking at it like technically, Neo is really the architect. Neil Patrick Harris' character is just taking what was already done and creating a world for it. So everything that was in the Matrix, in that Matrix, was Neo, if that makes sense.
But I wonder what the architect looks like as a robot or as a machine. Are
Or
they
is
plugged
he
in?
a robot, or is he just a program? Because you remember the whole thing is created by AI. Everybody is
Yeah, but he said he
Well, they said-
answers to.
he answers to the
Who?
machines.
But how do the machines get in?
I mean, they're probably connected to the Matrix.
True,
But that's what I'm saying.
Like,
The architect is probably just a program that was created just to create the Matrix. Just like the one from the old movies. He's just a program that is made to crunch numbers to make
are
a
the
program.
machines jacked in simultaneously?
Or probably through Wi-Fi.
You know what I'm saying? Like, are they jacked in into the Matrix and the real world?
Yeah.
Simultaneously, like at the same time,
Probably.
Yeah, I can see that.
which is insane. That's a lot to process.
But it's probably like the I guess the hierarchy of machines is probably just the top machines, like the Sentinels. The Sentinels probably aren't.
Well,
jacked
how
in.
do these programs take a shit too? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, do they really shit?
This guy.
I mean,
Or does it just come out in code? Like, it just,
he said, "Come out in code." I'm dead.
Imagine me and Link standing there looking at the Matrix. Ew, they taking a shit.
But I don't understand how they're jacked in. But if you go back to the first one, like when Neo was still jacked in, he was fighting Smith and the other agents at the end of the movie. You hear the agents saying, "We have their location," and they start sending sentinels to the ship, the Nebuchadnezzar, at the same time from inside the Matrix. So they're on either side. They're play
Oh,
for
yeah,
play
that's what I'm
right.
saying. I mean,
right there.
even in Resurrections, when Neil Patrick Harris, when the analyst said kill her, all the Sentinels immediately went to the area that those two pods were in
Exactly.
to kill them. So that's
Exactly.
why I say it's more of a overall connection between programs and machines.
Yeah, so that lets you know that the architect then it was a program, just like the Oracle.
I think the one thing that disappoint me, and I don't want to say disappointed. I think that's just what I thought. I didn't know this was going to be a trilogy or another movie. I thought it was going to be like the Resurrection was going to be one done, and that would be it. I didn't realize that there was going to be a fifth movie for it now. And
Which I'm really trying to figure out how they're going to take the fifth movie.
I got you there. Let me add to you, Dash. You're saying basically what you thought the movie was going to be, and where you think it's going to go. So when this movie initially came out, watching previews and everything, still didn't tell me what the hell the movie was going to be about. I was expecting, and this is why I kind of like gave it a lower score. I was expecting a backstory, an origin story. Everything always goes back to an origin story. That's what I was expecting with this movie. So to answer your question, that's what I was looking for.
but they gave you origin story. They just
replayed footage from the first movie. That's all they did.
They don't give you an origin story on how on the machines, how they became so powerful, and
Hold
how
up.
the humans.
Here's the thing, though. I feel like that was
Animatrix.
I was about to say all that was in the Animatrix.
Yeah, but
So
That
that's
was
what
the
I say. I don't think they would have touched on a backstory or origin story with the Animatrix already being out there.
Because the way they are doing this with this Matrix deal, the origin story is in the Animatrix, because the Animatrix ties into the Matrix movies, ties into the video game. Everything is just one big lump that's tied in together.
The comic books tie in with each other.
I mean, it's all
one
it's-
big IP.
Yeah, man, it's just crazy how big it is. But to Dash's point, I just want to rattle off some some cliff notes from the movie that I really enjoyed. Io I thought was badass. The
Biosky?
the Biosky,
Yeah.
incredible. The
strawberry
city
looked
looked
good as
amazing.
hell.
The strawberry looked fresh. How they built
It's
that.
sweet as fuck, but I wasn't sure on that.
The camouflage entrance that they made.
My goodness,
Yeah.
incredible! Like in the 60 years, they have really They really
Developed. Yeah.
developed. It's crazy.
Really developed.
The new Agent Smith, I thought the character they had playing him was phenomenal.
It was different.
What was he in? I just can't remember. He was in something else, and
Was
I
it
really liked.
something else? I don't feel like he was anything else. I feel like
It was probably a small role if he wasn't. Something
Yeah,
else.
but I think he played a really good, phenomenal role. I think the whole, I mean, how they was flashbacking and going from back and forth from the Matrix 1 to this one. I thought I liked it,
I did too.
because it was like he was giving flashbacks, he was not giving flashbacks. Like everything was just seamlessly just rolling.
because it's a cycle. All this is a cycle. When something goes wrong, because even the analyst, he's kind of like the deja vu is still a cycle.
Yeah.
Oh, you're getting close. Okay, let's rewind this and let's fix.
Yeah.
Why you almost got out.
I mean, the role of Neil Patrick Harris was great, even down to the blue glasses. I mean, he was wearing blue glasses because he was the blue version, the blue pill to stay in the Matrix. Because, like, I don't know if you noticed with the Civil War from the machines, it was red versus blue. Don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah.
Which in the animation was the reverse. That was threw me off. I was like, oh, because
So, yeah, the blue version was like, hey, we're still dominant. We're still here. I love how they showed Niobe when they actually went to the surface and was like fighting. They was like seen this shit. So they knew what was going on. And they kind of like took some robots as refugees, which is insane to me.
yeah.
But Neo, you think that Neo didn't do shit, but then you realize Neo started a whole revolution, a robot revolution.
Which is what Bugs was saying. She was like, you did plenty. It's not what you thought it was gonna be, but we got technology because we wouldn't have fresh strawberries if we weren't working with machines.
Well, I mean, he did so much in that last movie, and him sacrificing himself, doing all that, became peace. He did a lot. Like, he did a lot. And then you find out the little girl that was talking to him is now this person that's been keeping an eye on him. Yep. And then you find out, like, there's just so much going on. There was a lot of good stuff. Like, I know at the beginning I noticed when Neo's face was in the mirror and it looked different. But they had only show a glimpse. It was like quick.
No,
I caught that too.
when
They did the same
he
thing
was-
with Tiffany too.
Yeah.
Trinity.
Trinity.
Yeah, they also did it when Neo was on the roof when he was going to jump. They showed the different guy there too.
Yeah. And so it's just little parts like that, them cliff notes that I was like really good. Even though the Pink Ranger playing Bugs, come on, bro.
So here's the thing. I think.
Oh
there's
shoot, that was her.
Yep.
I think there's going to be
Ah, snap.
just blew his mind.
Because I ain't even.
But
think about it.
his rating just went up 2 stars.
So I
It
already
ain't that deep.
kind of see where this new trilogy is going to go, because Smith was very OP. He was more OP in this version of the Matrix than he was in the last version of the Matrix.
Well, they say that because he caught on faster than Neo did. He caught
Right.
on that he was an anomaly, so it took longer for Neo. And plus, I think because Trinity and Neo require both, where Agent Smith doesn't require both.
So maybe y'all can help me out though.
okay.
I thought Smith was dead. Like erased,
He-
gone.
he
He's
can't-
a program. He can come back.
Well, no, if Neo comes back, Agent Smith has to come back because he's still the balance. He's still the opposite balance of Neo.
I don't
That
think
is
he
true.
is. I don't think he is anymore. So this is how I feel. I feel like in the next movie, it's going to be Smith versus Trinity. That's going to be the battle that goes on. And what will happen is
We want to make a bet on that.
Yeah, he can because remember he said that they made us. They what they did was they changed our bond into a chain.
Yeah.
So they made us be a part of one.
right, but Trinity has the power of the one at this point.
Correct. Yeah, she has that
Okay.
too. Yes.
And Smith, he helped them defeat the analyst.
Correct, because if the analyst controls Neo, he controls Smith.
And he said, "This is the end of our alliance." And then Smith left. So Smith is going to come back.
So Smith about to go probably rewriting stuff over again.
And he's going to see that Trinity now has the power, and he's going to go for her because he believes her to have the power of the one, and he's going to believe that she is the one that he needs to defeat. That'll be what happens in the second movie, and I'm gonna go ahead and call the third movie now because there'll be a third one, and then Neo will be like, "Oh shit, I am the one," and then he'll have to fight Smith again, and then he'll win, and that'll be the end of the series.
Repeat.
No.
The only issue with that was he said that because
I tell you what's gonna happen.
Because Agent Smith was like, "I want to take on the analyst," and Neo was like, "I don't give a fuck. I just want my woman." I was like, "You can do what you want to do," and I think that's why the Alliance thing doesn't matter because all Neo wants was his girl. Agent Smith wants to fight the Alliance because he's the one who controlled Agent Smith, and Agent Smith's like, "Fuck that, I ain't in control again."
See, what's gonna happen in the second one is you're gonna have Trinity and Neo, and then they're gonna bring in these new programs and try to stop them. Booga booga booga. Movie's gonna end. Guess what?
Invention's supposed to be coming back too.
Who?
The Invention, Vinci.
Oh, okay. And then at the end, Trinity's gonna be like, "Guess what, Neo? I'm pregnant." Boom. She's gonna be pregnant. You're gonna have the one being born in the real world. It's gonna be all powerful and blah blah blah. It's gonna be our savior. Then they're gonna take over the top land, and then that's gonna be the end of the machines because now humans and machines are gonna live in harmony.
I can see that.
Maybe.
I would hire this man to direct that. Yeah, I'd hire him to direct that. I back you on that.
Castor, you backing up on that?
Nah, I think one of them gonna die.
Hey, I'm guessing.
Exactly.
I'm just being honest.
Trinity's gonna die
I think Trinity and Neo is gonna
But
die.
look, one of them already died one time, and then
Both
some
of
the
them
other
have
ones.
died. Actually,
So,
if
I
you want to be
mean,
factual, they've both
technically,
died several times.
I don't think they're gonna die again. I don't think.
You know
they'll-
what, Cass? I just want to throw you in a loop in the volcano over and over again for saying that. You bastard.
That I think both of them, not both of them, but
You
one
just
of them
shot me
gonna die.
down, bro. I was probably I'm trying to get money out of here.
Yeah, I don't think they're both
Hey,
gonna die.
guessing that's your program. You got to throw yourself into a volcano every day.
Trinity will die and go back with her family, and Neo will be stuck being the one in the infinite loop because he's the anomaly.
No, I agree with Camden. I can see them being together. They make a baby. The baby stops the analysis with.
No, I agree with they're gonna have a baby. I believe that. I just believe one of them's gonna die after the baby's
But the
born.
baby can't be the one. I don't believe that.
The baby is going to be
the baby,
God.
the
Because
baby
the
would
Oracle, that would be wrong because the Oracle told Morpheus that he would find the one.
Yeah,
And he
always
found
had it.
Trinity and he found Neo. He didn't find Trinity and Neo's baby 60 years later.
So what they do is
That motherfucker dead.
So what they do is
That's Rosemary's
what
Baby.
they do is they stop the anomaly. They stop the analyst, and then after they so-called have the analyst, then they have a baby, and the baby would be the new machine, but both, and they cut it off. There's just no sequel. There's just use your imagination that there is.
At this point, there shouldn't have been a sequel. They should have left it at Revolutions and called it a day.
I could agree with that.
The baby going to pop out as a whole sentinel and take over the whole thing. Just say it.
The baby gonna come out like Mr. Sinister, Marvel.
It could.
Yeah, boy, that's an evil baby.
Well,
No, that baby gonna come out looking like that thing from Men in Black. You gonna look the squid?
Oh, God.
I was
But it's
thinking,
gonna be tentacles.
I was
that's
thinking,
metal.
I was thinking of the TV show Evil.
Oh God.
That ghoul.
Yo, we're not going down there.
No.
You wanna hold my baby?
I would have football kicked that baby. She would have said this. I want to hold your baby.
Like, yo, where this program come from? We got twins. What's going on here? One's evil and one's good. We got to kill one.
That stuff messed me up so bad. But anyways,
But I do respect it more. The second time me watching it gives me, because I was confused when it came on and Trinity was different, a completely different person. I was like, that ain't Trinity. The fuck? Who's this random person
No,
playing?
I automatically knew it wasn't Trinity because the outfit was different.
yeah.
I didn't even get the outfit. I just saw the face and I was like, that ain't Trinity. I saw the hair. And I was
Who
like,
the
Even
hell
before
was
the
that?
face.
I think that was supposed to be Trinity from the game that Neo created. That's what they were looking at. They were looking at the game that was created.
yeah.
That's why everything because you realize the
Point
fight,
deduction.
you realize the fight scene in the movie was completely different from the fight scene in the actual
Yeah,
movie.
they were like,
Bugs
this
and
isn't
them
how
there,
it
though.
happens.
Say what?
How is Bugs and them there though?
'Cause
They're
they wanted
watching
to
it.
see.
They like hacked in. That's when they was talking about Neo created an open modal. I say mobile or modal.
Model.
Point deduction. Boy, that had me so aggravated. How do you not know how to pronounce model? It's pronounced model. Yeah, haven't you seen my modal? What is Girdle? What did you say?
Not a girdle.
Either way,
Man said a whole girdle.
he left the program open for people to get into. So that's how they got in and saw what was going on and went from there.
Yeah,
I even
because
think
even I looked at it and I was just like, the fuck, that ain't Trinity. Who is that?
Yeah,
because even like the key shop that was always open, I mean that was always vacant. I think that's like a tie back to the key maker being dead.
That makes sense. Because I got confused because they always say there was this like a comic thing. They try to add a Morpheus. They say there's a Morpheus in every world, that he's part machine because he's the one who antagonized Neo to be the one. He's always one. Like I gotta find the one. There has to be a Morpheus for there to be a Neo. So the machines put Morpheus there on purpose to make their a Neo for their knowledge, because without that, there's no new rotation. If you don't have a Neo, then you can't.
But Neo
change
made Morpheus.
In the new series, yes, they did that. But but in the comic books and the movies, the older ones, they said there was different worlds. The different worlds they had the Morpheus for each world to make a Neo.
Hold up, I want to go back to a point. You said you was talking about the Keymaker, right? Now, since this is a newer version of the Matrix, you don't need a Keymaker, right?
They don't need one.
You shouldn't need one.
They don't need one?
No,
They were saying they shouldn't even know.
Right, because if you notice, they were going through back doors and popping up in different rooms and stuff.
Yeah.
Like they did with the Keymaker.
correct.
Yeah.
But that's because
But then they made that reference to the Keymaker showing that room.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That was a reference in the game because they were still in the game when they went into that room.
Were they in the game when they went in that room?
So
When she first got Morpheus.
So Morpheus was part of the game that they pulled out
Yeah.
into the real world?
Yeah,
Yeah, so that
but see,
that's why I said
Okay,
to go back to
point
that.
deduction.
That's why I said to go back to that.
Here's
That's what
the
I'm
thing.
saying. Here's
Here's the thing. You're thinking about it from the Matrix just being one level thing. The Matrix is 2 levels in this one. The game being one level and the Matrix itself being another level.
That's what I was saying. Were they in the game when this agent came in?
They were in the game when they saw Trinity.
So that wasn't an agent from the real world.
This circles back to one of my original points, is that in
good-ass
the original movies, there was a difference between programs and the Matrix. You could tell a difference.
Exactly.
You were in a program versus in the Matrix. And now in this one, it's all a crapshoot.
Because-
You don't know where you're at what time, at what given place in time. Like, nothing makes sense.
Because time is different. Back then, things were straightforward. You only had point A to point B. It's like if we download, you can download from this site now. Now we can download from multiple sites. We have here, and here. It's the same concept. It was a lot more simple.
So they
back then.
jacking into the game and they jacking into the game from the Matrix.
I used to be able to download multiple
Basically.
things on dial-up. It just took 38 hours.
But even then, you still could only do but so much. If you did too much, it crashed. Versus now, we can have 8 tabs open at the same time.
I
and
used to
everything's
be able to fill a whole floppy disk in 24 hours, boy.
fine. 20, that's a whole goddamn
But see,
day.
hold up.
Not a
But
floppy disk.
With you filling up that floppy disk, did you have a hard line or did you have Wi-Fi?
That was Hardline.
I had a hard line too. What about you?
I was gonna say, was there Wi-Fi? Because
I don't think
know
it
what
was.
the hell that meant.
I don't think it was Wi-Fi. I was just saying.
All I had was wired
I
routers.
had hard lines, wired routers.
You had to be plugged into the
AOL.
modem
And it still took forever.
forever.
But that was overall thought of the movie. Like I said, I believe the concept of the movie was good. I just believe it wasn't executed well. But I mean, I still give it a 7. And the other thing, because y'all know I'm a big martial arts person. The martial arts was lacking in this movie.
Ooh,
Thank you.
I also
Thank
have
you.
a point here.
I was about to say that.
The martial arts
Is
were
that because
lacking.
is that because they're older though? Because I feel like the people who are really fighting.
It's
are
the
older.
Matrix.
Even-
You
I
should
mean,
be able to
because-
make
I mean,
Hit
I
Haichi
understand-
go in there and trash anybody because it's the Matrix.
I understand, but
Well, I was about to say, here's the thing,
you only
'cause-
do it so much.
Nope.
Here's the thing though,
nope.
because I've seen Keanu Reeves play John Wick. The martial arts in John Wick is on point. The martial arts that was in this Matrix movie was not up to par.
Why
Thank you.
Why did Bullet
But that's
Time
a-
like
But that's,
look?
that's a different. Isn't that not a different martial arts in John Wick?
It doesn't matter though, because Neo literally knows every martial arts.
Why
What-
did
what?
bullet time look like the slow motion effects from Smallville?
Oh, you talking about when Neil Patrick Harris went into bullet time?
Yes, because
Yeah.
it
I
looked
thought that was
like
weird.
special effects from
I-
1999.
Point deduction.
I am assuming they did that to give it some type of digital look. That's
No,
that's the only
not an
thing.
acceptable
Point
answer.
deduction.
We're supposed
I'm
to
not-
be in a
hold up.
super futuristic Matrix.
Point deduction.
Point deduction,
Was you
bruh.
about, hold up? Was you about to say Fuper?
I don't know what I was about to say.
Deduction from Adrian.
I said, but no, for real. I'm
man's
not. I'm
upset.
not defending that. I'm not defending the choice for them to do that. I'm just assuming that's what their thought process
Damn,
was.
y'all done took so many points, but there ain't shit left.
It's not good.
I told you 2-3. When he said 6, boy.
I'm just saying. I believe that's the way they was going with that to make it look more digital because they're in a digital world.
They could have done something, anything better.
I
We've
agree
seen
with you.
them.
I
thought it looked
effects.
great.
I agree with you.
It looked good
weird.
for $6 million man effects. Yes, okay. It's the same effect. You jazzed it up a little bit. Good
Exactly.
job.
Yeah, yeah.
We're in a super futuristic Matrix and y'all can't make up something better?
You know, I ain't gonna lie to. When that shit first happened, I was like, "Warriors of Virtue."
God,
Yo, I was more surprised
Yo,
when
the
LeBron
Warriors of
was-
Virtue fights. Yeah, that's exactly what they look like.
Good call on that one.
Bro, I was like, "My TV in analog."
Thank you.
I said, "I'm watching this in 4K right now."
Thank
I
you.
said, "Something's wrong." I was like, "Nah, it's the Matrix." Like,
Yeah.
I can't really go off too much of anything else, but I say it's the Matrix.
No, if they were
Anything
gonna
goes.
if they were gonna go old school, then they should have greened it up. It should have looked like old school Matrix. If they were gonna pull that bullshit, it should have been like, oh, we saved this program from an older version.
No, I get what I did. It's technology. Technology is newer. We have more advanced situations.
You know, here's my thing though. Why the hell are they always in the city?
Where do you want to be at?
Take me to the country.
What's in the country?
Well, you need
Ain't
mirrors,
Jackson.
right?
Nobody.
You need phone lines. We used to need phone lines. Now you need mirrors. Where you go? Amish country ain't got no mirrors, bruh.
They don't.
I don't know. You ever seen one?
I believe they
Well,
do.
first off, I've never been to Amish
Me neither.
country, but I'm pretty sure they have mirrors.
I think they got mirrors. They don't have cameras.
Yeah, they got
but
that
I'm
drag
pretty sure
race
they
and
got
horse and
mirrors.
buggies and stuff.
You gonna look at the reflection in the pond of water?
I wonder would that work?
You know what?
That
though?
poses a good question.
First of
like,
all,
does any reflection work?
Yeah.
You're adding more, bro. Like,
Brother Ezekiel gonna freak out. You come out of his pond.
what devilish shit is that?
Well, I'll be damned. There's a devil coming out of our window. Mary Beth,
Herschel.
bring my 2-piece.
Which one of you girls have sinned that brought this ominous demon upon us?
Bring me my shotgun with 2 buckshots. I need to take care of
Who
this.
slept with one of them city slickers? Got this devilish stuff out here.
Herschel,
But
Abraham, build 2 barns so we can
would-
repent.
Yeah, I go to the country because you can't have the agents take over nobody. You got no
You out
sworn
there
to
in the
take
middle of
out.
nowhere.
But they're still in the
Ain't
Matrix,
too many
though.
people.
Yeah, they're still in the Matrix, but who are they gonna take over?
There's someone in the country. The meth heads, the meth people.
Damn, bro. Is that automatically what you think? Country.
That's the swarm.
Meth heads.
I
There's
was
a
about to say,
trailer.
you made a whole bunch of Southern people very angry with you just
That
now
boy
talking about
said.
meth
That boy
heads.
said a whole trailer park just now. Just meth trailer park.
Oh boy! Instantly thought about San Andreas. Boy, God.
I'm just saying, like, you know, you
I
just
feel
see
you.
the city. You don't never see no cut. Like, yo, put me in a cottage
You know
out in
something?
the middle of nowhere.
You know
Well, see-
a problem I always had with the Matrix, like as a whole. So you have these agents, right? Dodge bullets, super strong, all that stuff. Why have we never seen an agent like speed run?
That man's fast enough to do it.
But that's what I'm saying. He's fast enough to dodge a bullet, but like when he was chasing Trinity on the roof of the first movie, and they were just like slowly running up and down, and then she like leaps across that big. Why aren't y'all running faster? Y'all should have left them cops in the dust.
Well, right, but think about it. The program was lazy. Rather than chase, the program would just be like, "Oh, so you're halfway across the city now. Let me just transfer my body into this other
Nah.
person that's standing here looking at you," because that's what it would do.
The program should have went T-1000 on him and been like Terminator running at him, hardcore.
But that's what I'm saying. Like I never saw anybody. I was always wondering about that. Why don't anybody speed run? I feel like if you're either the rebels or the agents, y'all should have been able to run fast.
You would think that, you got Neo in here that could fly and do all this crazy shit, that the sentients or machines would build somebody to combat Neo.
Oh, see, that take too much energy.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to save the Matrix, though.
What was the whole argument about keeping them? You need them for extra energy, right? So you can't create a program that's going to use more
Well,
energy.
somebody just going to have to be sacrificed. I don't know. You're going to have to decrease the machine population. Give them COVID. I don't know. Something needs to happen.
He said COVID.
COVID?
Personal virus.
Coronavirus.
19.
That downloading with Omicron right now. Omicron.
That shit sound like a transformer.
Yeah.
The Allspark.
What's the name of that? Because I'm not gonna lie, the first time I heard Omicron or whatever it is, first thing I thought about was Transformers.
So did I.
Because there is one. It's like
No.
Wasn't his name Omicron?
no, it was something similar to that, but it wasn't
What was
Omicron.
it? When
I thought about Futurama because you got the Omicronians from Omicron Persei 8.
oh my God.
I just wanted to put this last little bit, and I'm going to ask y'all. So I know there has got to be something, because we said a lot of biblical references and stuff within the Matrix. Mm-hmm. I know there has to be something to do with the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, like the Trinity. I know there has to be something in there. Like, would Neo technically be the Father? And
No,
I mean,
I think they hit that in the
there's
first
something
movie.
there?
No, I think they hit that in the first movie. I
Like,
think
would-
it was Trinity, Morpheus, and Neo.
Unicron. That was the Transformers thing. Unicron.
Well, that's an actual planet.
Well, I know Morpheus was somebody. He was some kind of old
Yeah.
whole history person who focused on dreaming, because he was a big dreamer. I don't remember what the guy's name was, but his religion was based off dreaming, being like, hope is this, dream is this.
Yeah, but they made a point in the last movie to show that Morpheus had taken on a position of power after Neo had sacrificed himself.
He did. Yeah. He was still, I guess, the
high chair of
the
the council.
Right.
High chair of the council.
So at that point, he is the god of the people. Like, he prophesized that this would happen.
He was the Messiah.
It happened. He did it, and Neo, being the one that had to perish, would have been the son.
He wasn't the Messiah, though. He would be
No,
more,
Neo would have been the Messiah.
Neo would have been
Right.
Messiah. Morpheus would have been more like Moses,
I would have gonna say like Peter, one of the disciples.
somebody that was preaching his name, getting people to believe
Yeah.
of his miracles.
I believe, to be honest, I believe if there was a God, it was the architect.
But who is the architect?
I'm talking about from the first movie, the architect, the
so
one that he went to
we-
go see. I mean, from the
Would
first
the architect
trilogy.
have been or the Oracle?
Was it the Oracle is like the mother? So the Oracle probably would have been like more like,
The Virgin Mary?
yeah. Even though she was more powerful, but
This is getting deep.
yeah. I would say, to be honest, I don't believe, even though they referenced a lot of like biblical stuff, I think the only place they went with it is the fact that Neo is like the Messiah. I don't think they reference like who is the God and who is the devil, who is the Mary. Like, I don't believe they went that deep into it.
I think it was more simple, like baptized and.
But I was gonna say, if there was a God of it all, it probably would have been the architect, because in biblical terms,
He was
Jesus
the creator.
rises back to heaven to be with the creator. Neo has to go back to the source.
So,
Aslan?
This guy.
I'll tell you another
sorry.
thing that kills me is the amount of technology that the humans still possess to even build that city of Ion. Like, bro, you are transporting a lot of shit just through the earth, and you're on the run or whatnot. And where are you getting this technology from?
And that's another reason why I took the blue pill. Going back to that for a second. If Morpheus would have told me that I'm gonna be chased by killer robots on the outside and chased by
relentlessly.
Exactly.
and chased by killer
Rogue
programs in the Matrix, what's the point?
Exactly.
And
Yo.
that's why he didn't tell you, because he knew that you'd be like, "Fuck this."
Nobody's
but hold
taking
up.
the damn red pill.
Exactly.
I want
He
to
wants you to make a difference. That's why.
I have some demands, right? So you presenting me this plate of BS. You're like, I can give you some truth. Or you can go back to believing whatever you want to believe. Well, can I believe that I'm a millionaire and have like a Ferrari? Because if I can go back to the Matrix and be rich as hell and do whatever I want,
But
I'll take the blue one.
But I don't think it works that way. I think it goes back to what you are originally.
But he said, believe whatever you want to believe. I remember that vividly. It wasn't you go back to the Matrix and live your life. It was you believe whatever you want to believe. If I believe I'm rich as hell, how come I can't go back and just live my life?
I sense a loophole in the program.
I got something this.
I don't think it's. I see where you're coming from, but I don't think it was that simple.
What
I
about-
see what you mean by that.
It's definitely that
But he was
simple.
kind of like, because the way he makes it seem is kind of like, if you see the blue pill, you'll wake up as everything was.
Morpheus has a way of writing program. He had to have the program for the party people in the first movie to come to Neo's apartment to buy the disc, right? Because they had the white rabbit tattoo. So that was something that
Right.
Morpheus had planned for him. That had to be a program that Morpheus had in place to lure Neo out where Trinity could get to him. So if Morpheus has the ability to play Puppet Master with programs, how come he can't write me one to be a millionaire with Ferraris? I'll go back
Not even,
with the blue
not even
pill.
from the standpoint of just like, not even from the standpoint like I wake up a millionaire. Just put 30 million in my bank account.
Just I'm cool.
Yeah.
You don't have to explain
that's
it to
all
me, bro.
code anyways.
Yeah.
That's all
So wait,
programming.
it's all code.
are you saying
Add a bunch of
Morpheus had
zeros.
the people come to the door for Neo to do the hack thing? You say he planted that?
How else did Morpheus do that?
I don't think he planned
I don't think he
it. I
planned
think
it.
he followed it.
I think he followed that.
He was reading the
just-
code, and I believe that's what led.
Yeah.
Now, I agree with you the fact that Morpheus could probably manipulate some stuff in the Matrix. I agree with you there, but I don't believe he planned that specifically.
I think everything was coincident. He just saw that these people are coming here for this. Look for this. You'll see this.
But the whole point was you can't believe in coincidence. It's either fate or you have the choice. There are no coincidences.
But we-
that was literally
but
a
we-
line
but
in the
we- but-
movie.
But we don't find that choice is illusion until the third movie. We think choice. We think in the whole movie Neo has a choice to do this and do that. Until the end of the movie is like there was no choice at all.
Just end the podcast, bro. I can't do this no more. I'm
Look,
really giving this man
This
factual information, and he's like,
Right.
"But Matrix," and I'm like, "All right, whatever."
because
That
Matrix.
was his answer.
But Matrix.
It sounded good, didn't it?
Oh God.
Sounded good, didn't it, Adrian?
Every reason because Matrix. That's
Because
why.
Matrix.
Dude, just-
Well, if we are in the Matrix and you listening to me, architect, make me rich. son of a bitch.
now.
Make all of us rich.
Golly.
I got Cash App, Zelle, Venmo. What you got? Send it to me, bro.
PayPal.
We all got bank accounts. I mean, just hit us off. Do something.
Ain't nobody gonna miss it.
Ain't nobody.
No,
missing.
I mean, it's a program.
Matter of fact, you know that Jeff Bezos do. Go take it from him.
Hey.
He already don't know what to do with his money. He buying $500 million yachts and stuff. He don't know what to do with his money.
Speak about 500 million. I bought me one of them lottery tickets for 500 million. So if this is the Matrix, you just go ahead and
Nigga,
hit
you
me.
just let us know. Hey, bro, I need $1.
I ain't won the money yet, but if it's the Matrix,
Oh,
You can't be.
let me win the money.
If he won 500 million, he wouldn't be on this podcast right now.
Why you wouldn't?
Why not?
You leaving us like that?
Cause we'd have a podcast on a yacht right now.
Right,
We'd be
we-
floating across the Atlantic or the
He
Pacific.
just got the money. Let the nigga do what he do first.
Boy, we be on Barbados, son.
I'm talking about straight.
Hey, y'all want to
Straight like that.
I'm buying everybody huts, boy. I just bought this whole island. Let's go out
Like,
there.
bro, look, I just bought everybody a timeshare. here, here, and here. Go there
Here's the
anytime
kicker.
you want.
I own the timeshare company.
He's with the King Hill. You cannot buy this company. It says in the contract. Bill, what are you doing, Bill? I'm trying to buy this Congo, Mexico.
Well, you
Says-
burned my burger, didn't you, BH?
Oh my god.
Oh, okay.
I can deal with Barbados though.
I need to go buy me a lottery. Oh wait.
Except
Oh no, when's the lottery
Barbados.
draw? Oh, it's today.
tonight, isn't it?
Yeah, it's today.
Yep, you too late, bro.
At 11 o'clock.
So if you win, just throw me a meal. That's
I
all I
got
need.
you. I got you. Everybody getting a meal.
You get a meal. You get a meal. You get a tennis shoe. Braylon.
I'm just gonna give him some kicks.
What the fuck I get some tennis shoes?
Well, my accountant says.
You account? That's all right.
His handler said.
Your handler. I'm deleting your handler.
It's for the originals. Sorry,
Look,
bro.
delete his handler.
You're not the original. Sorry.
Reprogram him.
It's
Make him work at McDonald's.
I mean, hey, they make money. Mr. McDowell, shit, that nigga was banking.
Banking.
We're not talking about McDowell's, bro.
Put him at Dollar Tree then, shit.
Give me a little tray. Do. You like that, don't you?
I hope you start the new year with a winning lottery ticket, brother.
Hey, we all win.
Whoopsie.
Don't say whoopsie. That's when a
Right.
mistake happens.
Now we definitely ain't gonna win. Damn.
Fucking Dash.
Shit, damn it,
Hey,
Dash.
but look though, I got faith over here though, because this man right here said he bought one for the new year.
I'm about to scratch off.
And
You
he
won? What'd you win?
$10.
Oh, I did too.
That's,
Got my
that,
money
that,
back.
that gives me hope right there.
So I got my money back.
That's what
so.
it said, comma.
We'll see what happens.
I want 1 comma. Actually, 2 commas.
Oh, God,
I just need like 50.
Just
50
let me
grand. If I got 50 grand, I would be so good right now.
let me see just 6 figures. Just 6 figures.
I mean, look,
You can cap that at 100,000.
look. After they tax it, you walking away with what, like 240, 250, something like that.
Well, how much?
It's 500 million.
500 million?
Yeah, you still walking
You
away
walk with
with
3. You walk with 3.
No, I was about to say you'll walk away with about 280, I think.
Oh, 280. Yeah,
You lose
I could peel
50%,
off
right?
$1 million for
No,
y'all.
you pay 40.
out
only
of
pay
280
40%.
million, you gonna peel off $1 million a piece.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was 40. I thought it
Don't
was
come to me when you spill that million though. I ain't a bank.
Oh no, I'm
Well,
about
actually,
to invest back
it's
in you.
38%. but round up to 40 just to make sure you cover yourself.
So before we leave, I got one question.
Sultan.
What?
Oh, sorry.
What the fuck you throwing? West Side?
That mug is the baby. What happened to that?
Kick the field goal. Right? Come on, bro.
It's good.
Shoot the J.
Shoot it. Computer blue. So, if you had one thing to add to the Matrix, like to your own Matrix, what would it be? I'll start off. I would add to my Matrix superpowers. I would have a whole. It would be like
But what version? Okay, so
My Hero.
okay,
Quirks.
but wait, hold
Oh,
on.
so like everybody has powers, or the majority of the
The
population.
world
has
would
powers.
be
But from
full
what
of quirks.
perspective are we adding the powers to the Matrix? Are we adding the powers to the Matrix as humans, or are we adding the powers to the Matrix as machines?
just as a whole.
Well, if I'm a machine, I'm not putting superpowers.
I don't
in there.
care about if you're a machine.
I was
It's
about to say-
important.
It's my world. Shut the hell up and just.
It's my world.
So
it's
he-
mine and I want
So
it now.
you're saying if you're the architect, that's how you would build your
Yes.
matrix. Okay.
There would be superpowers.
So you just want to be mildly entertained. by the
Absolutely.
madness. Okay. I'm adding in zombies.
Oh God.
Oh wow, that's a fucking nightmare.
Who wants to live in your Matrix?
That's a nightmare.
That's
That's a nightmare. Literally, it's a
If
nightmare.
I'm the architect and I want to be mildly entertained, I'm putting in zombies.
You realize,
it?
Yeah,
you
in
realize
that case, I'm definitely taking the red pill in your
You realize
world.
that Matrix failed, right? You realize that didn't work. That was the second Matrix. And that didn't
I was
work.
about to say, wasn't the second Matrix
That
like
was-
horrors?
Yes,
A whole bunch of horrors in
And
it.
it was fun as hell.
That, like I said, I'm definitely taking the red
hard.
I don't
pill.
know.
What do you mean
They-
fun?
It was horrible for the people, not the person that developed it, because he wanted to see it.
I
The
take-
one person as a,
I take 2 red pills. Sorry, I'm not standing this shit.
I was about to say,
Fucking OD on red pills. I be popping them bitches left and right.
hurry up, wake me up, wake me up.
wake me up now.
You hitting them things like red hot, boy? Like hot tamales?
No, I'm treating them bitches like Mikeites. What? I'm trying to tell.
Damn it, why am I gonna wake you up? Oh shit. Oh shit.
Like, but give me that pill. It's coming. It's coming. Ah!
You wake up to another nightmare. Oh shit.
How you gonna OD on red pills? Like,
Hold
I'm
up,
over
so
here. I'm
let's-
in the mind of a machine now.
Let's clarify the rules real quick. If you could add to a matrix that you are living in, it's your creation, but you're living in it too.
But I'm the architect, so I'm sealed off from the actual Matrix.
No, that's not the point of the question though. That's what I'm saying. That's why we're gonna clarify the rules. You have to live in this Matrix too.
Trying to kill people with zombies.
Yeah, so you gonna live in your world with zombies?
Hell yeah.
If I'm the architect and all, I have to actually
Nah,
deal with the
they gonna
zombies.
kill
not
you
just-
too. No,
That's fucked up.
they can get you too.
But I'm a program, so I'm just gonna come back and build
Just
another
gonna
one
just
later
delete them
anyway.
when they start running after you.
What if the zombies turn into a program?
That's what Smith was.
I was about to say
No, he
technically
was a virus.
technically the zombies were already programmed, so they
This is true.
What?
if he's developing the Matrix with zombies, technically the zombies are programmed.
I'm talking about like the zombies start eating into like the real world.
Oh, I got you. So you're talking about like they become a virus in some way.
Like they just literally become zombies. Like just start eating up fucking machine code and shit.
I got you.
Pause.
So the machines start turning into zombies.
No, I just felt like it was a pause moment.
Okay, well,
Well,
if
damn
I'm
it.
gonna not do zombies, then
No, you can do zombies. It's your world, bro.
Okay.
I'm not going this world.
So
Fuck
we
that.
just saying you got to live.
You gotta live in this world.
I mean, I'm not gonna get.
You can't
got
just
by
hit the
the
delete
zombies.
button when they start chasing
Okay.
you.
I'll have an inhibitor chip, like Doc Ock.
What? Where you can just walk amongst the zombies and they don't fuck with you?
Yeah,
You
it's just like the first
Good
episode
God.
of The Walking Dead. They just lather up some zombie meat on top of them. Yeah, we good.
Can you imagine if we just like start visiting each other's worlds? Be like, it's Adrian.
We mess around, start talking amongst ourselves. Like, yo, where the party at this week? At Adrian's? Nah, I ain't going, bro.
You know,
I ain't
it's a
going
dash
this week.
house.
Ain't nobody.
Dash, I think live, boy.
Ain't nobody going to.
Ain't
Ain't nobody
going-
going to Zombie Land.
You can't come to mine either. You ain't bringing that
Look.
ballot to my
So
shit.
we gonna let Ron go by himself this time.
Look,
bro.
I can hear y'all now. Yo, man, somebody need to talk to you, boy. Who Adrian, man? He tripping.
It's like it stinks all the time. It always smells like rotten flesh in his Matrix. Why?
Last time I went over there,
Matter of fact, who gave him the option to throw the party this week?
look, last time I went over there, he tried to hook me up with some girl. She turned around, she a zombie. And he sitting out there laughing.
Half her face was gone. What?
She tried to bite me.
No, but my Matrix is out here being like a whole Back for Blood level. We just out here blasting
even worse.
zombies.
That's
That's
terrible.
horrible.
Yeah,
Do you
you better
not
give
remember
us
what
infinite
happened?
ammo.
What was the hag? Is that the?
The hag.
Do you remember what happened with the hag and the berserker?
Okay, so first
Do
of
Do
all,
you remember what
Yeah.
happened with Dash?
Okay, so hold up.
They chasing
It was
the house.
funny because let's replay a little bit. So when y'all were talking about the hag, I was not there. I didn't play that level with y'all. So y'all were enacting how terrible the hag was, and I was like, hag. I don't remember this, but I didn't want to get flamed for not being there. So I was like, all right, well, I'll figure it out later. So I'm playing by myself one day, and it says hag, and I was like, oh, this is what they were talking about. Oh, I'm ready. I got 2 good weapons. Well, I'm ready, and I turn around, and the hag is on me. I'm like, oh, clacker, clacker, clacker. I'm just letting the shotgun eat, and I'm like, oh, time to run. All my stamina out.
Yeah.
I turn around, it's on me again. I was like, yo. Next thing I know, ingest, death. I was like,
That's
what
just horrible.
just happened? I fought so hard. I was like, oh, this is why they were terrified of
But
the
see,
hag.
here's the
It doesn't
thing
help
though,
that his weak spot is
because
back.
I was about to say it hit me the same way, except I had no warning of the hag. At least you had a warning of the hag. I go into the game and we starting to play. All I hear is Camden yell, "Oh shit, it's a hag!" I was like, "Where at?" And then I just see this big monster just. I was like, "What the is that?" I'm just blasting, ain't doing nothing. Try to run a little bit, blast some more, and then she grabbed me. But I was playing with Evangelo, so I got the breakout thing.
Yeah.
So she grabs me. It's like all I hear Camden say is, "Oh, Keston's dead."
It's instant. Well, you
and I
already
break
know.
out and run away, and then she started chasing Camden. Back of my head, I was like, "That's what y'all ain't gonna warn me or nothing."
No, you left me out this dry can.
No, I was still shooting at him. I was like, "I'm glad he's chasing him and not chasing me no more."
It sucks because you shoot, but you realize the weak spots on
You
his
should
back.
have seen the first time
So
me
it is
and Dash seen this bad.
in the dark.
The hag
in the
is
fog.
different. I ain't never been so scared for my
Probably
life.
the most terrifying thing I've ever seen. But we're off topic. So, what would your Matrix be?
Well, my Matrix will probably be a world.
In the podcast, nobody cares.
But you still got to do yours.
Oh, I'll have one. I can't think what I want.
Oh.
Damn you, Dash. I don't know, man. I kind of like the idea of a Matrix with powers and stuff like that.
Yeah, original.
Man, kind of.
Ooh, I got a good one. What if the Matrix was all Legos? We was all Lego people out here.
It's hard.
Then I could be Bloodshot for real, boy. Click, 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 click.
Fall a building, break in half. I fall off a cliff.
I mean, but you can
You
put
know
yourself back together, though. So.
Exactly.
I take it back. My Matrix is gonna be like Bleach. It's gonna be like the Soul Society. Let's go.
Hey, I actually like that one. That'd be fire.
Yeah. I don't
Dash,
got
you ain't got one?
No, I don't got one.
So we're gonna just say Dragon Ball Z for Dash just to make it more interesting.
My hero for Dash.
Nah, just give him Naruto because he loves Naruto.
I
Oh,
love
there you
my
go.
hero.
Well, all right. He wearing the sweatshirt.
Well, you can have my hero. I was gonna make my world like Marvel.
Man, fuck your world.
Ooh, that was aggressive.
Sorry.
That was aggressive.
Fuck your world.
That's still aggressive.
Okay. Well, I know.
He almost got like Samuel L. Jackson angry when he said that, didn't he?
Sorry, I watched Shaft last night. The third one.
What about you?
I was
Gibson?
gonna say either Naruto or One Piece, just because I like the idea of you being able to become strong from nothing, versus having to be born with powers or something. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
What the fuck were you doing?
I can dig it. Man,
Rubbing his back.
This has been a good
New
one, though.
Year's.
New Year.
We a whole brand new year, baby.
2022.
See what this year involves.
Oh, well, we already know what it involves.
We blowing up this year.
Stress.
I'm calling it.
You calling it?
I'm calling. We blowing up this year.
Anybody got any New Year's resolutions they want to throw out?
For these Matrix movies to get better.
Jesus, Adrian.
Oh, my bad. I said that shit out loud.
You did. In the podcast.
Warner Brothers, do better.
Hold on.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
The fuck are you doing?
He don't know. He anomaly. He a variant, boy.
You all kinds of
Just
shit.
unplug him from the Matrix.
Please unplug this, man. I wish for Adrian. My resolution is for Adrian to watch better movies than Superman Returns and Fantastic Four.
Shouldn't that apply to him and Dash though?
True story.
Wait. What
First of all,
Wolverine
what
Origins.
did I say?
first of
Wolverine
all,
Origins.
But, look, leave more of it.
first of all, I watched all the Matrix movies this past week. This man only watched the newest one.
I've been seeing them. It didn't take me 30 years to fucking watch the last one.
But you ain't refreshed.
So you're late.
Huh?
You ain't refreshed.
I'm refreshed always in here, baby.
His hair came back, so you know it's true. It's just growing back.
Look at this motherfucker.
I'm gonna need you to get the sound effect with the little monkey with the symbols doing like this. Cause sometimes I feel like that's what these fools got going on sometimes.
Who?
Don't worry about it.
Who's
Was that from Superman Returns that nobody's seen? 'Cause nobody will understand that reference. That's exactly why.
No, that's a
That
Family Guy reference.
I know it was.
I was about to say I kind of feel offended because I understood that reference. What you trying to say?
Right?
My revolution this year. Just hope my baby's born healthy.
Amen to that.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
if anybody don't know, me and Dash will be new fathers
I know.
Just new babies.
Like the hit dash.
this year.
This month,
Like the hit dash.
This
yo.
month, yes.
Camden might come this week.
Yes, so please pray for my wife and us. I hope everything's well. I hope the baby's healthy. So,
I agree with you. And it's funny because I'm 2 weeks behind you. Well, allegedly this will be 2 weeks behind you.
yep. So, yeah, this year's got something big for us. So please subscribe, like, hit everything up on our social media. Like, we're trying to get big this year. We 1 year in and we want to get bigger.
And if he dies, he dies. That's for Braylon because he won't be here next podcast.
Come get some merch from the
Yes.
website.
I
get
just
some
want to
merch.
say formally,
And
I'm
we're-
back.
And
You
we're
a
giving
lie.
I'm
we're
back.
giving away a
Take the
TV
Matrix.
I'm
Get the
back.
Matrix.
to everybody
back.
that buys a T-shirt. We're giving away a TV. With
55
each-
inch.
Are we? I'm buying one right now.
We're giving a 55-inch 4K Samsung away.
Samsung.
Yeah, every T-shirt you buy is an entry.
Are you serious?
Hey, bud, I need, hey, bud, shit, I'm about to buy like 20 t-shirts.
Hey, look, let me get.
But you,
Yeah, I'm serious.
So if I buy my own shirt,
Well, I mean, Y'all can't be in it because y'all on the podcast. Y'all on the podcast. You can't be a part of it.
Shit.
Well, damn, that sucks.
I know, right? Well, I'm gonna rack up.
Oh, I quit now. That's
But yes, we are giving away a 55-inch 4K Samsung.
Yes.
So buy the shirts.
Get the merch. Get entered to win this
Bet
television.
you if we was giving away a PS5.
Oh, we would have sold
Hell
out.
yeah, we just saw it instantly.
No
I'll
lie.
buy that bitch.
No lie, that was the first thing I was looking for. Let me see if I can find a PS5 somewhere.
Hey, you know what? Though?
Yeah, buy one for yourself first.
You should.
I will give it away
You should
first.
look
If I
into
get
that.
$30,000 up, I'm giving that mug away.
Look, you should look into that. Look into that.
Hey, if I can find one.
PS5 or Xbox Series X, something like that.
That's it.
those
If I
easy to
can find one.
Oh, yeah. We can find Xbox
No, the
thing,
mugs is harder to find now.
Oh, now.
Since
In the
Forza and
podcast.
Halo
I
came
was
out.
trying to just put something nice, special in there, spice it up.
Man,
Dad said,
shit.
"Look, we back, man. Let's go."
I'm gonna check tomorrow and put a group chat. Hey, y'all from the Xbox X series, y'all.
He won't. It's impossible.
You gonna take a picture with it too?
Series S maybe, not a Series X.
That man's so disrespectful, bro.
You really be. But before we go, I'm also gonna throw this in here.
Thank you for being a friend.
Oh, yeah.
Rest in peace, Betty White.
We started from the bottom, now we here now.
I can't say it. This is my one right here.
Oh my God.
Thank you for being my
Adrian over here crumping to it.
Boy, that sounds like the Janet Jackson Tina Turner remix, boy.
Y'all have a good New Year.
Oh Lord.
We love y'all. Appreciate y'all for sticking with us in the new year. Dash is gone.
Dash is doing the dash.
He walked out.
Who are we again?
Let's get it.
I'm Keston,
I'm Camden.
I'm Adrian.
I'm Braylon, and Dash is walking
and Dash
around.
is right here.
Yeah. Get that cabbage patch on him.
Love
bro.
y'all.